black hair with purple streaks into a ponytail, nice scar across her face, and has recently found that she is quite good at intimidation from last session, so
yes.
this will be good.
Yes, thanks. It was Squeegee for the host. How's it going, Grant? I had to quickly get to TV Core Sax's question. He said, D&D seems impossible. Everyone wants to make a character sheet, but I'm afraid I will screw my character sheet up. Well, fear not, because only last week we made a tutorial on how to create a D&D character sheet. And Corvax, I will send that to you there, and hopefully that explains it to you easily enough, and you can find us on the YouTubes there. Let's go round to Skagif. How are you, Skagif?
I'm really good. Here in Sweden, we have a glorious weather, so it's nice and hot.
Yeah, it's pretty nice here actually as well. I'm enjoying it. Thanks for asking. So, who are you playing today, Skagif?
Today I'm going to play the most lovely, beloved, and two-time champion of something really cool, Volkart Decker.
Nice, awesome. Let's go finally up to Scar. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. So who art thou playing this
I am playing the usually silent but always deadly Lucius Verus, who very recently bashed somebody's head into insanity. Fun times.
Bashing heads into insanity. That sounds about right.
Fun times.
Let's go and remind ourselves what happened previously. So if you guys are new or you need to catch up, then let's start here. Ghost says it'd be pretty funny if the ship was actually filled with helium and not hydrogen. Imagine the group's response and the ship doesn't explode and they realize they're squeaky voices. Sounds like a viewer decision to me.
No, don't do it.
And maybe the balloon is just full of spiders.
No, Will. High voices and spiders. That's deadly.
Will, when I get my hands on you.
Oh boy, that sounds like a promise. So let's go around and remind ourselves what happened previously. So, you guys are all acolytes of the Inquisition, part of the Ordo Hereticus, the guys who seek out heresy within the ordinary man, within ordinary society, and you've been sent to this planet called Quadis to find out whether or not there's some heresy on the planet. Funnily enough, there is some heresy on the planet. Well, a surprise. And you guys have been drafted up to end it after you found Inquisitor Xanthus, who'd been killed by this cult led by a man who's an eminent politician named Marcus Volper. And he has some kind of cult going on, and the Inquisitors charged you with solving it and burning the shit out of these people. So, you know, that's just what you do, basically. So, you've tracked Marcus Volper down to the Golden Palace, which is a very fine event. Very fine indeed. Skagif, would you like to remind us what one of the most important events, for Volkart at least, at the Golden Palace was?
Winning a bare knuckle fight. That should be the most important thing in the world.
So you did win the bare knuckle fight with a punk.
Yeah, that's all we need to know about that.
No.
I won it.
What's the rest?
And then there was someone who got and shot him.
Dad, tell us the rest.
Volkart was then shot by the guy who lost the bare knuckle fist fight, and he's been hospitalized. As you are hospitalized, your two companions managed to gain access to the blimp, which everyone is flying on. So everyone's kind of at this lovely and on this airship, and it's just taken off. And Volkart was in the medical wing on this airship, and he's been pumped full of meds, and he is alive, if critically wounded, and surprisingly still attached to his leg, which is actually on his body. I did
try to get it removed, but no.
No, it wasn't going to happen apparently. It's connected directly to his arteries. So, yeah, it's one of those things that happens occasionally with insanity tables. So, thanks to the meds, you guys are up and running again, and you interrogated the man who turned and shot you. And Cynthia, has revealed herself, and Cynthia is the girl who was kind of working the bar at this underground affair. What's up with movies? And she's been big flirt with Volkart, but she revealed herself to actually be working for the Inquisition. She captured the young man who shot you, and you tortured him until you discovered that there is something bad happening at midnight, and there's a big clock tower at the Golden Palace, and you've got about 45 minutes to find out whatever is going to go wrong here. You're under the impression that it's got something to do with this guy Harlock, who used to own this palace. Thanks, Silfang. What's up, man? He used to own this palace, and who supposedly ended up swearing a pact with a demon. It happens. But
just by accident one night, too much alcohol.
Right? Yeah. Take my love and host, you bastard. I will do. Yeah, and so you're on the blimp. You've got 45 minutes, and you're under the impression there might be some kind of bomb, some kind of thing which might destroy everyone, and you're under the idea that there's definitely some kind of sacrifice happening at midnight which will probably kill everyone. So you're, I believe two of you, I don't remember which two, were headed down to the belly of the blimp, and then the other two were headed up to the top of the blimp to see if you could stop whatever might be happening.
Volkart took his girlfriend.
Oh yeah, so Volkart and Cynthia.
I think we went downstairs.
Yeah, you guys are going down.
Sounds about right to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
And and us two went upstairs.
Yes, indeed, quite. So that is where we're picking up in the story with 45 minutes left to go to stop whatever horrible sacrifice is going to happen at midnight. So before we begin today's show, I remind you guys in chat, if you are new, do hit that follow button and join us. It's the best way to keep up with all the shows that we do here. We do 9 shows every single week, 5 nights a week, so there's always plenty of D&D Dark Heresy stuff going on. This is of course our finale episode of Dark Heresy, and at the end I'll drop a hot exclusive about what show is coming next. And of course, if you haven't tweeted, you can go retweet. At 25 retweets you guys get to decide anything which happens in our game, so get those retweets coming in and we'll make madness and terrible spider things happen to Nyx.
No. Just stop it with the spiders. Just
the
You prefer centipedes?
yeah,
yes, actually.
Sweet, do it!
yeah, let it happen. The other thing, of course, is you can donate to affect our game, give players nat 1s, nat 20s, wild magic surges, wild magic bounce of madness. So feel free to make this even worse for the players, or even better, depending on how you're feeling. Have my own game of Dark Heresy tonight, and seriously, the party Scooby-Dooed it. That's cool. Oh boy, school.
There we go. Get out of the way now.
I wear the green T-shirt for Dark Heresy and everything. Like, I wanted to make sure for today. Tuesdays are my Zoinks day, you know. So let's start with our friend Volkart. So, Volkart, you are aboard the Harlock's Mercy, or something like the Harlock something. I have to look at my notes. I'm nailing this off the bat. But you are running as fast as your poor tortured limbs can carry you down into the belly of the ship with Cynthia. You're pretty drugged up. I think we described you wearing like a hospital robe last time, so like the back of you is flapping out. So
well, I'm not so much flapping out. I have a very muscular, really good body. So nothing is flapping about.
no flapping at all. It's all very tight. Corona King
Whereas
says,
on your chest, you've got a leg flapping about.
True.
Yeah, but that's in the front.
Corona King says, well, just let me say your haircut is a bit... Well, thank you, my friend. I'm actually planning on getting a haircut over the next few days, so we'll see.
Aww.
I know, yeah.
Promises.
I might do it on my birthday, you know, get a special birthday haircut, treat myself. What am I like? What am I like? I feel like a 6-year-old woman. So, Yeah, you are running as fast as you can on this airship, which is constantly moving and tilting, because it's old tech, it's kind of post tech, and it's not the steadiest machine that you've ever seen. It's certainly not any of the modern airships and cruisers that you might be used to. It's a very old kind of janky old thing, but it is like made of gold, so that does kind of suggest that there's some quality to it. Let's see. By the way, someone's making kind of noise as if there's some heavy breathing, but never mind. So, Skageth, tell me, what are you doing to find like plot the quickest route down?
There should be like a ladder system, maybe a fast staircase going down, but
Sure.
I think Volkart really likes the fireman going down the fire case, kind of the ladder system.
I like that idea. So there's a especially in that roleplay zone, yeah, ooh la la. Yeah, I like that idea. So as you're coming up to one of these like poles that Cynthia slides down nimbly, can you give me a quick acrobatics check? I believe it's acrobatics in this game, isn't it? Let me check for you. Let's see. Yeah, acrobatics. I'll give you a plus 30 on it because your firm buttocks are helping you be very aerodynamic as you're flying down here, which is very important.
Hope she's catching me. That's all I say.
Did you just say aerodynamic buttocks?
Yes, I did, and I'll stick to it. We will come back with a neon pink mohawk, as I've considered stranger things. Like I say, Sid wants me to do a man bun, but everyone else tells me no. So, I think it'd be terrible. So you slide down at first. You get the initial kind of boom, but you kind of latch on too hard, and you jump too fast. As you monkey wrap your legs around it, you realise that there's not adequate protection on your groinal area. As you as you jump onto it, and as a loud pong, and a slow sliding groan down the pole, as there's that kind of face going down window kind of sort of sound playing. As you come butt whistle, Batnip says.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Dear Lord. Good to see you, Justin. So, aerodynamic butt now canon, indeed. It's the latest expansion pack coming from Fancy Flight Games for Dark Heresy. We're the first to actually get to show it up on stream.
Well, hey, see, now at least we don't have to find another ship to leave. You can just fly us out.
Exactly.
Not canon.
So yeah, you slide down. Can you roll me a quick d6, please, Skageth?
Well, let's see. Roll 1d6. D6.
Oh. Nice. So you take 1 damage, 1 nut-cracking damage as you slide down here, and it slows you down a fair amount because it's not a quick kind of slide down. It's one of those slow, agonizing descents in which Cynthia is watching you all the way down as you.
It's the sort of screeching noise that echoes throughout the whole of the ship, and everyone can hear it.
Yeah, what is that sound? And then you stop halfway up, and then you're like, you gotta like shift yourself to like get moving again, and you slide on.
Wiggle.
Yeah, this guy has to speak with squeaky voice. Yeah. But yeah, you realise that the pole was not adequately lubed. So you reach down the bottom of this pole down here, and you see 2 sets of doors. One on either side of this room which you're in. You're in some kind of like lower bay area. You're allowed to be here as far as you can see, but the doors read staff access only.
On both of them.
Staff only access. There we go. Yeah, both of them say to staff only.
Okay. Is there any way to indicate which one has been used more?
You could roll me like a. I guess it could be like a logic or just a perception check.
Did you say interrogation?
Interrogation check. You're gonna interrogate these doors.
You're
Where are the
gonna
river
interrogate
bases?
a door.
Yeah, yell at the doors.
Yeah.
One can only tell truths and the other can only tell lies.
Right?
Oh.
Awareness, maybe?
Yeah, that works for me, yeah. How aware are you right now?
I hope so.
Yeah, so not very. You're probably a bit distracted due to current events and the the state of your groin, and you can't really discern which way. So it's kind of forwards or backwards. Cynthia says, "Which one do we take?"
We're going backwards. I like back.
I can see that as like you turn around and like your patient's gown like flaps over. Right, and she
Don't look.
she is most definitely looking.
Yeah, Volkart is no.
Nothing is more attractive to a girl than aerodynamic buttocks. I mean,
maybe so. I mean, I'd be honoured to date a man with aerodynamic buttocks. I think it's quite the boast you could make, really. Anyway, you enter this door, and we'll come back to you in a few moments. So above decks, you guys are back. Just as you see Skagif's character Volkart running out, downwards, what are Lucius and Noviatora doing? What are you up to?
no. Go on, Scar. I'll let you do this one.
Oh, this sounds interesting.
You've been so
See, as a
quiet.
player,
Your character's so quiet.
Exactly. He takes orders usually. He's not great at giving them.
It's always down to Navir, isn't it?
So you guys spend 5 minutes looking at one another, staring deeply into one another's eyes.
Okay.
Some soul staring.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah, you
say.
see, we need that Volkart, the one who makes the decision.
Yeah.
No, Volkart never paid attention to Navir, so no, screw him. Okay, Navir and Lucius are gonna go up and try and find sort of like the highest point of the ship. Possibly
Sure.
like nearest to the flammable gas in the ship to see if there's a bomb there or something suspicious.
Sure. So you start running out on reading chat. You run out onto deck, and there are all these waiters around and all these like dignitaries and nobles who are eating, drinking fine wine, talking pleasantries as you're come out onto the airship, where it's much colder out here because the wind is blowing and it's night. You see above the great kind of circular air carriage, top carriage thing. I haven't researched what blimps actually are, what different parts of them are, but so you do see ladder
Put it this way,
systems.
The gas bit is above you.
Right. So you see ladders running up, but they are the other side of the deck, and you're going to have to run through some people to get there, which is probably going to cause attention if you want to get there too quickly. But at least you haven't caught the attention of Batnip. Welcome, my friend, to the adventure. You, sir, are a gentle bat and a scholar. Thank you for following and joining us today. So, some ERP shores for the Batnip. So, you, what is the plan here as you come out onto the deck, and it's once again this very fine atmosphere?
Okay, so...
The ambiance of the place is lovely.
The ambiance. I'm turning au français.
Of the restaurant.
Yeah, never... Scott, never do that again.
Oh, yeah.
No controlling these people. Right. I'm gonna try and weave through the crowd.
Dance
Not
through
anybody over.
Dance through the crowd, Ghost says.
Yeah,
A
I
fine
can
foxtrot
dance
through the
there
crowd
you go.
is required. So as you're moving through the crowd, are you like shoving past folk, or are you just kind of?
No. I'm dodging around, so maybe acrobatics.
You're weaving your way. I mean, you don't need to roll really unless you're like actually jumping
Oh,
around.
good. No. I'm fine with that.
So you can just kind of weave your way through the crowd. It's taking you a little bit, but you do see Andrew Andrew Sala, and of course we've got to mention him in the recap, but Andrew is the lovely young gentleman who is a fine noble part of the Sala family, and he danced with Novia Tora, and he actually has agreed to kind of help her out a bit and find out where Marcus Volpe is. You see him kind of like nervously, like he looks at you like really obviously. He's by no means any spy. He looks at you like, oh god, like he's like sweating and like he's like drinking loads. And he kind of looks at you as you weep
let's
past.
try and get into a quiet corner to talk to him.
A generous
The
bestowal.
Frog123 donates £5. He says wild magic for Rachel. Thanks so much to Frog, very generous, my
What
friend.
could possibly go wrong?
There we go. So
I still don't know what the first one of mine did. You still
Yes.
have not told me.
oh boy, it's a good one. So let me hand this on over to you, Frog123. So Rachel, can you roll me a D10,000 of
Here we go.
Pleasure.
magic, please?
The
You'd be so
rum-
kind. So,
8741.
exclamation point D10K to read that chart. Go. So 8,741. Let's go and have
Very good.
It better be a good one.
Ooh. Hello, boys, a high one. Oh my no! Oh no!
Oh,
yes.
no! This is
Oh,
sad. It reads: all mounts and pack animals vanish at sunset, which includes Mammothie McMammoth face.
No!
Mammothie is fucking ripped, boys, at sunset. No! I
We
mean,
need
it says
to build a mammoth shrine.
it reads within 60 yards, but I'm forgetting at last. No, Mammothie, no. So if you guys don't remember or you don't know, then Mammothie McMammoth face is the loyal mount of the party who has taken them everywhere so far. They've had so many journeys with him. They've had so many memories. They even got their mammoth driving license a couple of episodes ago, and now, by this twist of fate, Mammothie McMammoth face is going to die. He's going away at sunset, and I mean, it's night already, guys. I mean, you don't know if he's even alive now. You left him back down in the parking lot of the place.
Wow, that's stolen him.
I
mean-
imagine the people that are like the valets of this little party, just they're out in that little area where everyone's like leaving their carriages, and the
Yeah.
singular mammoth just amongst the mass.
What do we do
One
with
of them
it?
like looks down for a second to just look at his list and like completely make sure everything's there. Looks back up, it's gone.
Yeah, Clarik's point. Technically, if it's heading to midnight, doesn't that mean it's tomorrow at sundown? Hashtag one more day? We'll see, we'll see.
I like that. I like that.
It doesn't necessarily mean it dies, could just mean it disappears, we'll see. We'll see, but hashtag save Mammoth face is very important at this point. So, as that kind of, that happens, Novia, yeah, you hear like a huge like wail, like an elephant sound, but it's an elephant in pain, and you hear this huge shriek on the waves, and you know that Mammoth face is in severe pain for whatever reason, and you know he probably doesn't have long left.
Oh.
Suddenly, everyone fucking starts retweeting to get the viewer decision to save Mammoth face.
Not complaining.
Yep. So you start weaving away through the crowd. Andrew's looking at you really obviously.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk to Andrew. We'll just tuck him away in the corner somewhere. I'll talk to him quietly away from everyone else.
Cool. So you kind of pull him over to one side, and he's again got this kind of like fop
Calm
of dark hair. He's very
down.
handsome, very nice suit that he's wearing.
Compared to Volkart, he's an absolute gentleman.
True. He says, yes,
Calm down.
I'm calm. I'm calm.
Yeah. Carry on drinking. Okay, what have you found out?
He says, Volpa is somewhere within the ship, and he's coming out to make his speech at midnight.
At midnight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
He's locked himself up somewhere. We're not really sure where.
No, we can work on that one. Anything else?
I don't think so. What's
Okay.
that scream? Do you think that's a cultist? Sounded like some kind of elephant.
It's not a cultist. Just trust me on that one. It's too painful to talk about right now.
Okay. Well,
Alright. Keep going around the crowds. Have another drink.
yeah, good idea.
I'll get back to you.
Okay. And he kind of like goes back into the crowd, starts sweating some more. You reach your way to this ladder, which leads up into the kind of air bubble, air balloon. We'll call it the balloon of the blimp. And you guys can start climbing up like as quickly as you can, cutting back to our friend Volkart, back down in the belly of the ship. You open the door into a kitchen, and there are lots of chefs around cooking. There's a couple of sous chefs also kind of cooking, who are being shouted at by one guy who's just swearing over and over and over at them. And you're not really sure why. He's putting a piece of bread on her head and calling her an idiot sandwich. And
The fish is fucking raw!
oh man.
Oh.
So
I need chocolate.
you that's what you see before you. And there is a door leading further outwards into another room, but you can't see where it leads at this point.
Okay, so Volkart needs to kind of go through the kitchen in order to get to that door.
Right, yeah.
You're not dressed in a hygienic fashion.
So Volkart, he doesn't have the hospital whatever he had before, kind of leaning against.
He had like a stick he was carrying, wasn't he? No, we had a carriage. We said that he was on like a little trolley, basically. That he was.
You couldn't have carried that down when you yes.
Throw it down. Flip the table.
Throw you down.
Oh damn! So as you enter, the head chef kind of turns to you. He says, "What the hell are you doing here?
I'm gonna come through.
This is my fucking kitchen."
So Decker is just plainlessly making his way through everyone. Oh, excuse me, coming
Sure.
through here.
The guy who appears to have a kind of grizzled face and some shit hair steps in front of you. Yes, shots. He steps in front of you, a cleaver, and he says, "You ain't going nowhere, mate."
Cleaver too.
Yeah, he's got like a butcher's knife. Clearly been working on
Volkart is gonna
some
try
beef
to
brisket.
intimidate him with the fact that if he doesn't move away, he will use his own cleaver against him and chop off a finger or two.
Fuck.
I'm armed with a hospital gown.
That is hardcore.
Yeah.
Shovel this dude's finger. All right, then. So sounds like a weapon skill, just to kind of grab it from him and chop him off.
Yeah, but he's using the intimidation first.
Oh, you want?
so-
Okay, so yeah, roll that intimidation. Then I'll give you plus 20.
Good. Hopefully it will be good. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good. You what do you say to that guy?
So Volkart is kind of making his way through, and the chef of a special person kind of stands in the way and showing the cleaver. So Volkart goes looking at him from top to toe and leaning in as he always do. If you're not moving back, let me through. I'm gonna take your cleaver and chop off a finger or two. And really looking deep inside his eyes.
He looks into your eyes, and he sees the insanity which is within them, and he sees the extra leg which is fused to your body, and he steps out of your way. So I'll make it fucking quick, and he starts chopping up some brisket, some beef, and shouting at one of his sous chefs. So you head on through into this next door, which looks down into the kind of full bowels of the ship, and it's this kind of trap door which leads down. As you kind of open it up, it leads down a ladder into darkness, and you hear coming from below a kind of murmuring, almost kind of rhythmic murmuring.
Okay, so just before going down, Decker will take like whatever kind of knife he can get, so he has something to fight with.
Okay.
From the kitchen.
Yeah. Grab a knife from the kitchen. And
I'll save this one. And he goes down the.
Yeah, Cynthia grabs another one as well. Although she does appear to have a oh my god, that that fucking mammoth mammoth face. Whip that one up quick. Perfect.
No.
I'll put that on screen.
David,
Save him.
the campaign is on.
Yeah, and you head down into the blackness of the abyss. So back up in the blimp, trying to keep this pacey for you guys. There we go. Save my face. Spring him here. And you have just arrived in the kind of upper carriage, upper balloon of the blimp itself. As you look around you, it's this huge cavernous space. It's actually pretty dark up here because no one lights the place up. And you can't really see anything other than like 15-20 feet in front of you, just due to the visibility, the lighting in here. But you can tell as you enter it, it's a big kind of cavernous space. So what is the plan, if there is one? You do hear a similar low murmuring as before, though. So, Navia and Lucius, what are you doing?
That is a very good question.
Alright.
Okay, remind us what we see again.
Nothing much. You have like 15 feet of visibility. It's very dark. You can tell you're in a big space just because you're like panting voices you come up echo off the large surface area.
Okay.
You can hear a low murmuring coming from somewhere. You're not sure where, but you can't see much at all.
Okay, can I follow that sound?
Sure, roll me a...
Before you do, Lucius kind of like puts his hands out and stops you. Reaches into one of his pockets and pulls out one of his LHO sticks, kind of cracks it and tosses it down the room.
Nice. So as you kind of throw it out, it illuminates the area as it goes and lands on a pile of boxes. And as you look around, you see that there are just these huge pile of boxes everywhere. It seems to be filled with these big crates and boxes everywhere you look. It's a bit like an attic space that you're in, which seems odd because you'd think it'd probably be filled with like gas canisters, or you have no idea exactly how it works really. But you figure there must be some kind of like machinery behind what is keeping this thing afloat, and they are kind of packed to the ceiling, like the gas kind of canisters and bags and stuff. But all around here, there are these big boxes.
They don't say like Acme TNT on it or something, do they?
They don't appear to, no.
Good start. Okay, can I have a closer look at the boxes?
Sure. So you want to prise one open. It appears to be kind of locked or shut somehow.
Okay.
It doesn't like just open up like a cardboard box. It's more like a wooden kind of contraption.
Okay, can I maybe like use my chainsaw to try and smash one open?
Oh yeah,
Like-
for sure. Yeah, so
do.
you kind of you don't need to roll because the fucking chainsaw and it's coming through wood.
I mean, how many HP can the box have?
Right. The enemies are the boxes. The airship runs on mammoth oil. So yeah, you open up this box. It's the size of you realise, so kind of like coffin size. As you open it up, you see the face of a woman who appears to be fairly long dead, because she's very kind of pale, clearly cold, and
Like
lying
sunken
here.
cheek, that sort of thing.
Yeah, in lying in noble attire. And you vaguely recognize her from downstairs. It's one of those, because there are about 60 people on the ship. You have seen her at one point or another before on the ship, you're not sure.
Does she maybe look like a relative of maybe somebody that I've seen on the ship, or does she actually look like someone I have actually seen on the ship?
You're not sure.
Okay.
Is there any way that we can like kind of further identify who it is?
I don't know.
Or is it just kind of like, well,
She's got clothes on, so you might surmise she has identification on her, maybe.
I was gonna say,
Most people carry like a wallet or purse on them in this world. Or a
all right,
data
I'll loot the
slate.
body.
I was gonna say, Lucius, you're not squeamish compared to me. You go loot the body.
Nope,
and
I'm
find some
already
ID.
looting this body.
So you, yeah, you loot her, and you find on her a data slate, and the slate is open. It's actually still active, despite the fact that she is dead, and you open it up, kind of flick it on, and you can see that on this slate is what appears to be the same kind of wiki page that Volkart was reading before about the Harlock legacy and something happening at midnight.
Browse through the wiki, it's safe.
It's not. It's not a wiki. It's just a normal slate.
No, read it.
God, I would have thought
Not the
better.
other end.
This is an impersonation slate, and you're giving it the same justice.
As you look at her like identification, she's got like a purse, and she's got like a card which is from like a library card, and she is called Evelyn, and that's about it. But she's got a few credits on her, but other than that, still fed at the slate, yeah. As you're reading it, Volkart is editing the wiki page.
Okay, can we actually get any more information off it compared to what Volkart already told us?
Sure, do you want to have a read through?
Oh, do it.
Fine, God, fine.
So,
I'll read it.
alright then, so roll me a willpower check.
Oh yes.
Finale, we might as well.
Might as well go completely insane, I say. So let's see
More,
what you can do. No modifier on
more
this
to the
one.
proof of self, more than
Oh boy!
Ouch!
Boy, school! So you failed by 5 degrees of success. Can you roll me a d6, please? Just a little d6.
Damn it,
1.
I mean,
oh man.
Thank you for your sympathy.
Oh, that sucks. You take 1 insanity point. How many are you on at this point? What's
One.
the first one?
That's my first one.
Oh,
I've been
boy.
doing all right compared to Volkart.
Yeah, it's true. He has been reading the wiki for the most part.
Yeah.
I love it. It's a good read.
Yeah. So as you're reading through, you manage to gain a little bit more information than what you previously were able to, and you realize that this woman is actually downstairs and still going about her business, because there's like a sensor tracker on her, and she is technically like still walking around. You can see like the Google Maps kind of image, and she's like bleep bleep, little red lights kind of flashing, and she's on. As you open up more of these boxes as well, you also see that other people that you've met downstairs are also alive and well downstairs, but appear to be dead here in these boxes, and the wiki would certainly suggest that at midnight these folks are the ones in the boxes are going to get up again and could have some very bad consequences.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
And as you as your glow stick illuminates all the rest of this place, there are hundreds of boxes here, more than those just downstairs.
Definitely not something that we could like torch in the meantime.
I wouldn't recommend torching it in here.
You could try. You could try, but you'd be on a airship.
Take orders, remember?
You're on an airship filled with gas, and you'd have to figure out a way to jump off without dying because you're hundreds of feet above the air at this point.
Okay, how many coffin-shaped boxes are there?
Well, like I say, there are probably hundreds around here. Much more than there are people down below. So there must be more of the population that is kind of quote unquote infected.
I would say chuck them out the ship, but then they'd end up somewhere, wouldn't they? I mean, okay.
If we chuck them out, at least they might splat.
They're zombie-like creatures. What are the chances they are gonna stop because they've lost an arm or?
No. You misunderstand the meaning of splat.
All right. Is there actually a way to chuck it out the ship? All 100 of them?
So there is this one kind of step ladder which you kind of open up into a trapdoor, which is about big enough to fit you through. It doesn't appear like naturally you could fit through these boxes through that space because the boxes are slightly bigger than like a human can squeeze through. But in theory, you could try and open up the side of a ship somehow and blow open a hole in it.
We could always just tear open a hole in the side of the ship and just
air pressure would screw us over.
Yeah. Okay, is there any way that we can actually get out of this area but reinforce it so they cannot escape? Well, at least not until we want them to.
So, sorry, say that again?
Any way that we can, go back to the ship part, but reinforce the trapdoor so that they can't actually come through at all? They're stuck in that gas bubble?
I mean, you could close the door.
Yeah, but... I know about zombie movies to know they can actually work their way around the door if they...
I mean, if you can think of a way to reinforce that door.
And I've seen enough zombie movies to know that if you take out the head, you take out the zombie, usually.
Again, we haven't even got 45 minutes anymore. How are you going to behead 100 beings, wherever they are, in 45 minutes?
Yeah, because you gotta open up the boxes as well.
Even if we work systematically, it's not enough time.
But time is running out, right? So I'll leave you with that dilemma for a moment as we cut back to Volkart. As you come down into the belly of the ship, you hear this similar humming to the ones above, some kind of rhythmic kind of murmur or hum. And as you come in here, you notice that it's very dark in here. You're very perceptive, and that it's very dark. There's you kind of bump into something, and as you kind of bump into that, you realize that you've stumbled into some kind of box down here.
Is there any light from the trapdoor down to see?
Yeah,
if
there's a bit of light. There's a bit of light coming in, yeah, the light falls upon you and Cynthia as you kind of step onto this box, which is similarly about human size. And
is there a light switch somewhere?
Sure, roll me a quick awareness check on perception to see if you can spot one. Someplace Sarah McLaughlin so people know they should feel guilty for the mammoth. Lest we forget, we're at 15 retweets, so we're 10 away.
I don't see a switch anywhere.
Oh boy, no. 100 is the worst possible roll. You become blind for life. You
You'll never find a switch ever again.
No, you do find a switch. It's the switch that starts the ritual.
yeah, you turn on the evil portal. Was that
I must the idea of him going blind and never being able to flirt with another woman ever again.
Shots fired.
What's up, Fleming Killer? Good to see you, buddy. Shots have been fired, indeed. So, yeah, you don't see anything of them at all. In fact, you you're kind of distracted by the fact you fall into this box, and probably a little bit distracted by Cynthia as well. And she says, "Well, wait, what's in that box? What's that humming sound?"
Did Decker fall into it or just on top of it?
You just kind of just stepped into it, you know, like if you stub your toe on something.
Do you have any flashlight or anything that can shed a light?
She grins and goes into her like one of her pockets and kind of flips out this weird kind of like techno light. It's a bit like a wristband like you wear at a festival or something. She kind of like cracks it and puts it around her wrist, and like it illuminates the 5 feet in front of her as she puts her wrist, so she's kind of doing this sort of motion, like she's one of the X-Men. And she illuminates it onto the box, which you can see again is similarly around kind of coffin shape and size. What's up, Dan? And there are plenty of them here in front of you in a fairly big space again.
Is there anyone that gives out the mumbling sound, or is it just all over?
From what you can tell, it's just coming from all around, yeah.
Okay, so Decker starts finding a way to pry one open, the closest one, I guess.
Okay, sure. So you can kind of heave and kind of open one up, and with help of your third arm, you're like jacked up on your meds at this point, and so you're like lift it open. Probably terrible for your heart. But she illuminates the light onto it, and you see within Andrew. Who is the lovely young sweaty gentleman from before, nice young noble, who appears to be lying here dead.
Oh, this is a dilemma. Do he have any sort of... is he fully clothed or naked?
He's full of clothes. Yeah, no, he is wearing clothes, the same clothes that he was wearing last you saw him.
Hmm. They are devious, aren't they?
She said, wait, how is that possible?
That is some mighty tricks. The heretics.
Ooh, there are a lot of boxes around here. She kind of starts walking around and kind of glowing her light onto to all of them. You know, there's hundreds down here. There are too many boxes down here for us to individually do anything with. We've got we've got like half an hour.
We can't do anything with these. All will explode. And he kind of goes through, searching for another door or something.
Okay,
if
sure.
I will eat them all.
You want to blow them all up?
I will burn them all.
How?
I have my ways with fire. I don't know.
Starting to sound a little bit insane, Volkart.
Oh.
It took Cynthia this long to realise.
She's like following you as you walk.
He takes up... No, he doesn't have an inventory. He kind of nods. Yeah.
Okay. She starts following you. The Emperor's leg burns. Oh my god. What's up, Seb? Good to see you, man.
So Volkart Decker is just going through and trying to see if there is another door or something leading off. This will be something that it'll take later on, but he needs to find a bomb or some device that have way with everything.
Sure.
The spontaneous combustion will go on.
All right then. So we'll go back to you guys, back above. So have you decided what your decision is going to be in terms of what you're doing with the boxes of people above decks, up in the balloon of the blimp?
I think we have a bit of a plan now.
Yeah, I think so. Okay. We are going to start, at least for like 10 minutes, ripping open the boxes, try and find if we can find the chief honcho, so like the most important person, maybe he's leading the Death Army when it arrives.
Okay, so you start kind of smashing open these boxes and seeing who you can find. You start searching for, next 5 minutes or so. You don't come across one that looks like Marcus Volper, but you know, you're in a room filled with 100 or so boxes, and you're covering a low surface kind of spread area, so you don't immediately find Marcus Volper.
Okay.
So that's 5 minutes. You can keep looking if you want.
Well, just
No,
another
we
5
should-
minutes.
We should really like start making our way through because barricading this door is going to take time.
That's true, actually. Okay, yeah, we're gonna give up on that. We're gonna both go out through the hatch that we came through
Sure.
and just barricade the door.
And question.
Answer.
Awesome.
That's my response.
There we go.
I do still have the fancy ass card that can do fire magic stuff. Can I use that to weld the hatch shut?
Sounds good, yeah. So how about a weld? Let's see what kind of skill you could see for your welding abilities here. I don't think necessarily is a weld. So just roll me an intelligence check, you know, because it's about the getting the
That's
right
fair.
angles down and stuff like that. And
Fair.
I mean, I know fucking nothing about welding, but I assume there's a certain amount of skill which goes into that. What's up, Robin? How is everyone? We're doing good. We're on a airship filled with zombie people in boxes, and they've got half an hour to decide how
And we're
exactly
still
they're gonna die.
alive.
So close, but no cigar. So I'll give it to you that you start kind of sealing it up, but you don't have enough time to get it done properly. You know that like this isn't a job completely well done. You know, it takes time.
Completely
to
well
practice.
done.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh god, that's so bad. The more I think about it. So yeah, you you do that. Zombies on the plane, right? Totally motherfucking zombies. It was motherfucking plane. Thank you so much to XP is overrated today. It's £3. Crit for will on roll. Might as well get them used to a harsh GM. That sounds good, XP.
Oh no!
Thank you. So I will have a critical hit to you, which I
Absolute bully.
Big bully.
Bully.
So-
You know, you had the option to use that to let me weld this door shut, but okay.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm good. So you start welding it. It doesn't appear to be too kind of firm. Novia, you can tell that this isn't particularly strong cold either.
No, we can't do anything else. We've got other things we need to do. Okay, we're gonna go back down. We're gonna try and find Volpe. Like, go through some of the rooms. Maybe look to where the opulent like apartments would be on the ship.
Okay.
Maybe, and try and find Marcus Volpe.
Okay, sure. So you start heading down. People are kind of looking at you as you're like coming down from the ladder low. It's starting to draw a bit of attention, especially as you're like welding it as well. So they are a little bit aware of that. But as you're coming down, we're going to cut back to the Volcar. In fact, on the hour, I remind you guys, if you're enjoying the show, then do hit that follow button and join us. It's the best way to keep up with all of our shows, and we love meeting new folks. So if you are new, then follow us, and you can get an update whenever we go live. Any of the 9 shows that we do every single week. We are sitting close on 17, the perfect number, out of 25 retweets. So if
Only
you
need
weren't
8
here, if you weren't here before, then a wild magic surge from Frog123 has meant that Mammothie McMammockface is gonna die at sunset tomorrow, or disappear. But I mean, I tell you now, he's gonna fucking die. So
Yeah, Will's the DM, of course he is.
unless we get those retweets or something miraculous happens. So save Mammothie McMammockface or let him die. It's up to you guys. So as you come back down here, Volkart, let's go with you. So you do find a door here. and there is within, it's a small room, there's a lot of kind of pistons whirring, a lot of steam coming out from this room, kind of steam filled. As you travel for another kind of 5 minutes through this huge room, you open up this door, and there is this steam filled room in here. But of course, it's not just a steam filled room. There are two men who immediately kind of turn angrily towards you, like, "You're not meant to be here!" And you can see that they've got guns on their hips, but they're not immediately going to shoot you. They are standing in front of some kind of contraption. It is twice as big as, I guess, half an elephant is how big it is. Seeing as I like to do measurements in elephants.
Half a man.
Yeah.
A elephant. And don't make Mammoth Cecil 2.0, right? Don't let it happen again. You see this kind of big whirring piston machine which they appear to be protecting. So, what are you doing as you come in? Cynthia's kind of standing behind you. That's kind of rear guard.
Quite literally.
Quite literally in this case, yeah. Firm buttocks, aerodynamic buttock
Right up
guard.
here.
So they enter. Like, "What are you doing here, old man?"
Old man.
You're like on a fucking like hospital like carriage trolley thing. You're wearing a hospital
breath.
gown. You've just been shot in the chest. You look pretty fucking.
At least it's
dire
not being
right
called an old mutant. I mean,
now. True.
Oh, yeah.
stars.
A progress.
Progress, yeah.
Volkart is looking a little bit to the back and seeing so that Cynthia is not in the line of sight of fire, and kind of still having no clear inventory to put things. He has the kitchen knife in the hand and going like, "You are supposed to be out of here. Go. I'll guard whatever it is. Go out." And he tries to really thoroughly do an intimidate.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a -10 because that is not believable whatsoever.
No, it wasn't meant to either.
Give me a roll nonetheless. Just in case these are the worst guards in the world, in the
Yeah,
galaxy.
it could be.
Could be, you never know. Not on the 62 though, so they say, "You're confused, old man. Go away before you get hurt."
And Volkart flings the kitchen knife at one of them.
Right then, that sounds like initiative to me. So let's have you going.
Good luck.
So 1d10 plus your agility bonus. Your agility bonus is the 10's number of your agility score, so I'm going to roll for these guys as well.
You just took him your only weapon.
Yeah, that is true. Slay rolled an 8. Volkart, you rolled an 8, so I'll give it to you first, seeing as you kind of threw the knife at them. And let's roll for Cynthia as well. She rolled an 8. Fuck me. I'm gonna roll again for her. She rolled an 8. Fuck me. I'm gonna roll again. She rolled an 8. Oh my god, kill me now. How many fucking 8s can I roll in a fucking row? Are you trying to tell me something, roll 20? Are you trying to tell me something? That is 5 8s in a row, ladies and gentlemen. 5 8s in a row. That is incredible. You know what? Fuck it. You all go at the exact same time. Really fucking helpful.
Just a clusterfuck.
I rolled an 8! Oh my god. How can I only roll
20's broken.
That is 6.
Hold on, let me see if this is a universal thing going on
That
right now.
is ridiculous.
You're gonna break it now, Scar.
I rolled a fucking 8. No, this is not a coincidence anymore.
I dare not.
I rolled a
roll.
9! Yes! 9!
It's broken.
Oh my god, that is ridiculous. 6 8s in a row on a d10. That is bizarre.
Woo!
What else is that? So she'll just go after you. Volkart, please roll anything other than an 8 and take an action.
Are we doing the initiative roll all over?
I'll let her go after you, seeing as you took the kind of first action here. So you go
I
first.
guess it's a weapon skill. rather than a ballistic skill. I'm not shooting.
If you're throwing it, then it would be a ballistic
Yeah.
skill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should it be like a 10 modifier or something like that?
Yeah, I'll give you a plus 10 on it, yeah.
As you throw it, you shout, pew!
Yeah, not,
Dice
not
rolls.
even the throwing of blades is his thing. It's like a
Oh,
stormtrooper.
2 blades. Pew pew.
That will only roll 9s, yeah, alright. We're gonna have to talk to roll 20 devs about this. Have a word of.
But it's a double 8 though.
Yeah. Oh, God! It's 88! Something like big is gonna happen today to do with 8s, I think. Like something
boy.
cataclysmic in my life.
If
is
you
probably
hadn't
gonna
rolled a 9, it would have been really, really cool.
Yeah. 8 8s in a row.
No, you had to roll one more.
Oh boy, so there is a miss unfortunately. So you kind of like chuck the knife, but it's not really meant for throwing. You saw the chef doing it before, but you know, you can't quite match his skill. It just kind of flies off into the darkness, and you hear it kind of funk.
Them see.
Yeah, you hear it kind of funk into the wood with a crack. So that takes it to Cynthia's turn. She is going to shoot her pistol towards one of these guys. The laws of random chance, 8s are a constant force, yes. So she's going to roll d20. She's at very point blank range though. So a 7 is definitely a hit. And she is going to roll some damage because she's a badass. So 8 damage. Who'd have fucking guessed it? What a fucking surprise. 8 damage.
Keeping it in the jackpot.
Oh my god. This is ridiculous. So,
And it's about 8 o'clock over here.
it is 8, yeah, wow, weird.
Yeah.
Oh boy, so that is her turn. In fact, she's gonna shoot again. So she rolled 43, which is a hit because she's a point blank. She's gonna roll damage again. She rolled 13 max damage. And I'm gonna roll again another d10 because I'm cruel for crits. So 17, the perfect number. She absolutely eviscerates this man. And
That was quick.
yeah, she just shoots him through the head, and he just crumples down onto the floor. Her first shot goes into his chest, the second one raises up slightly higher and goes into the temple, and he is no more. It's just a sideways infinity.
Oh shit. Speaking of 8s, I just realized the secondary little necklace that I have, if I can get my camera out far enough, facing me right now is an 8.
Oh my god.
The 8 is true.
Coincidence?
Sheer
or
coincidence.
Or Illuminati?
No.
You decide. So it's
Illuminati.
the cultist's turn, because you know we always love having a good cultist, and they are going to shoot at Volkart, seeing as you're just stepping into the door here, and Cynthia is kind of protected by you. So you take a 19, which is a hit. For 10 plus 3, so 13 damage. The second shot is 77, which is a miss. So you take 13 damage. Which is probably fairly painful.
It's quite
Yeah.
painful.
So
I think that Mr. Dear Volkart goes down by that.
so if you were back on full from all these meds stimming you up again for the kind of final fight, you can take away your toughness bonus and your armor, although you're not actually wearing armor.
Now I'm being the
So yeah, you just take your toughness bonus away from that. So let me know like how many points over that goes if you are down to 0.
Yeah, the problem was last time we played, I did a little boopsie and kind of erased how much my total was.
Oh shit! Well, I can't remember what we said. You had like 10 or 11.
Yeah, then I'm at 0. Let's say stay 11. Then
Okay,
I'm at
so you're straight down at 0. So
Yeah.
nothing immediately bad happens. The cult of 8 has a nice ring to it. They are octopus worshippers, maybe, or spider worshippers here. Yeah.
Mammoth worshippers.
Yeah, like mammoth.
How many months have 8 legs?
How bad did you guys feel if Mammoth McMammoth Face was the final boss of this? this fucking campaign.
Oh,
And you had to
That
kill
would have been
Mammothie.
I couldn't fight him.
Yep.
I just burn him.
Volcar, it's your turn. Double round. You're on one. You're on 0. But it's still awake.
Yeah. I'm at 0. Is there a penalty to use when
I don't think so until you take any more critical damage. You're actually fine. So you're just
Okay.
kind of like, this is your kind of last stand kind of moment. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything to wobble over and give him a sucker punch.
You got any psychic powers you can use?
Yeah, but those are a little bit too destructive. I can
Too
use-
destructive, he says. A little bit. I mean,
Overkill them. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
there's
I
one
want
guy left
something-
standing.
It's a bit left.
I mean, Cynthia rolled pretty well last time. But,
I'm giving it to Cynthia instead.
You do want to like duck into cover, seeing as you're standing
Yeah.
in frontless man.
Yeah. So I'm trying to wobble over to some cover.
Yeah, you hide behind a bit of the machine. So Cynthia's going to take 2 shots at this guy for a 91, which is a miss, and an 87, which is also a miss. The guy is going to shoot her back for an 11, which is a hit, and a 32, which is also a hit. So she's going to take a fair clock of damage here. She.
As soon as I take away myself from the equation,
Yeah,
it
she
will
just is
cut her-
shot in front of you twice. She takes 9 and then she takes 7. As she takes 2 shots, one in the hip, the other kind of just clips her arm. As she like cries out in pain and takes 18. So she is looking incredibly wounded like you. She's like, oh, we're kind of wounding in and out of consciousness at this point. Just do something. Your turn, Volcar.
Volcar takes her last gun and shoots.
Seems effective.
Yeah. So
Don't worry, I'll take your
I'll
gun from you.
save you.
So 67 isn't quite good enough, I'm afraid. Take that second shot. See if we can get
Yeah.
anything better. 18 as well, I like it. So roll that damage and let's see exactly how badly.
Roll 1d10 plus something.
Yeah. 1d10 plus 3.
Oh, a 9er.
Oh, a 9. Yes. So, yeah,
Wasn't he shot before?
he has not been shot before the other guy took the other damage. I think he took the other guy took like 27 damage total. But yeah, this guy has been as of yet unwounded. So he does get shot in the chest and staggers backwards. It's Cynthia's turn. She's gonna draw a dagger and throw it at him. And she's got a dagger in her boot for a 25, which is a hit. She has a snake in her boot. She rolled 4 damage, which isn't a lot, unfortunately. Which isn't quite enough to end this guy after his toughness and armor. So just kind of like funks into his arm. He like winces a bit, but you can tell there's no real kind of
But
real
doesn't
damage.
she has a secondary knife in her boot?
She doesn't appear to.
you flirting with Will is not going to make any difference at all.
Double boot.
Depends on how hard you try.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what I always say. So
Yeah, I've never tried that hard, so.
it's the guy's turn. He is going to shoot Cynthia with his pistol. In fact, he's going to shoot you. He'll shoot Cynthia, he doesn't like her. 53 is not enough, unfortunately, and a 45 is just on, seeing as he's a point blank, so she's going to take some damage. And she is going to take a whopping total of 9, and she goes down. So she is total of 4 points over her maximum. So we need to find the Dark Heresy Table of Doom at this point. So let me go find the Dark Heresy Table of
23
Doom.
on the retweets.
How many retweets are we at? Can you have a look for me?
23.
23. Oh my lord.
So close.
2 more to saving the mammoth. We know there's only going to be
Save the mammoth.
there's only going to be one decision on this viewer decision. There can only be one.
He's
that'd be
going to be
fun.
so like, Rachel, can you top these up for me? Sure. Mammoth.
Mammoth gets more strength. Mammoth gets more intelligence.
Mammoth starts taking mood enhancement medication.
So, oh my lord, the fury of the attack forces the target to the ground, helplessly covering her face and keening in agony. The target is knocked prone and must take a challenging agility test or catch fire from his energy weapon. The target must also make a challenging toughness test or stay stunned for 1 round. So she's going to take an agility check right now. So I went to roll a d20. Agility check is a save, so she is not on fire, which is good. And she's going to make another save to see if she is stunned this round. And she is stunned for the next round, but she hasn't caught fire. She is just kind of like thrown onto the floor, blasted away by the force of this gun, and lying prone on the floor. So that is his turn. Top of round 4, I believe. Skageth.
It's my turn.
What is the Volcar doing?
Making a shot.
49 is a hit. Roll that damage.
Oh. We have also just reached 26 retweets.
There we do go, boys. So
Save the mammoth.
so that is enough damage to end this man. How do you want to finish him, Volcar?
Oh, perfect.
Oh, nice. I believe the shot comes from a very low angle, hitting him in the throat area, coming out in the back of the head, leaving him just lifeless, stumbling down.
Nice, nice. So it is time for that viewer decision, guys, so you know what happens. Or if you're new, maybe you don't, but you guys get to decide anything which happens in our game at this point. To remind you guys, Mammoth Face is going to die at sunset unless we save him. So let's see exactly what we're going to vote on here. We'll vote them on a straw poll, and you guys can see the most popular one will come to pass. So if you want another viewer decision, we'll have one at 35 retweets, and we'll have another one at 3,600 followers. So if you haven't followed, then hit that follow button and join us. We're here 5 nights a week playing D&D, Dark Heresy, and all other types of tabletop RPGs. So do join us whenever you like, and we will welcome you into our cult of the mammoth.
I thought you would say the next step will be 3,500 retweets.
Yeah. And then maybe Len, you can say mammoth now.
No, don't do it.
So, you blow this man out the water until he's dead. Didn't want to finish that sentence there.
No.
Realised how bad that sounded. You shoot him and he crumbles back down into the wall, and Cynthia's there lying on the floor, but there's also this huge kind of contraption, which you have no idea what it does, quite honestly.
How bad is Cynthia at this point?
She has got burns all over her kind of body, and she is clearly kind of like bleeding out.
Okay, so to save it, Volkart is going for the Medicaid version.
Oh, 68 is not quite enough. She's in a critical state. You managed to help her a bit.
A little pad there and pad there. You'll be fine.
Yeah, you put a wet towel on her face.
Walk it off.
Yeah, she'll be fine. She just needs some of the meds that you've got, really. And yeah, so
Volkart will try to understand the device, try to see if there is end off button. Or...
Yeah. So roll me that logic check, if you would be so kind. I'll give you a plus 10% to it.
That I need.
Yeah. A robo mammoth.
Oh no.
Is there like a plug to just unplug or something? No? Not really.
On a 61, the device, you have no idea what it does. It's one of the oldest pieces of machinery that we've seen. It's making these horrible, like, weird whirring noises, like pumping things around and stuff in different vials. You don't really know what it's doing or how it's doing it. You do kind of like manage to open up what seems to be like the control panel of this thing, and as ever, there are some wires within. And
I'm good at wire games.
Yeah, there are. There's a yellow wire, there's a blue wire, there's a red wire, there's a green wire, there's a brown wire, There's an orangey wire.
No.
There's a kind of polka dot kind of red and blue wire, which is just there for funsies.
I can see a pattern here.
Yeah, and there's also a kind of bright green wire rather than the dark green.
Okay.
So you've got these 8 wires.
Oh.
Oh, back on that again.
What was that
So,
translation?
Decker is starting to be a little bit more panicky now, so he goes over to Cynthia and assigns all the colors. Which one should I pull? Red, brown, yellow, polka dolka, and whatever. Do you know?
So yeah, you.
And shakes her a little bit.
Yeah, she's like.
Wake up, wake up. Captain right here.
She's
No
not
sleep.
waking up. There we go, guys. Straw polls in chat. Go ahead and vote. Our possible options are save the mammoth. Hashtag save the mammoth. Mammoth becomes invulnerable to everything and lives forever. Also, everyone else who dies wakes up next day in a hospital due to Cecil's and the Great Dragon in the Sky's mercy. Interesting. Mammoth McMammoth face bursts from the warp, an avatar of the Emperor on his back as he becomes a saint and immortal. He shall be known as Saint Mammothy. The mammoth disappeared to have kittens. It's hiding under a porch. Mammoth McMammoth face starts glowing and becomes immortal. He is saved against psionics in the process. I'm all for Mammoth McMammoth becoming a living saint. The mammoth returns as Robo Mammoth. The Empire attempts to lowering crime by putting Cyber Mammoth on the streets. The mammoth is a second bomb. Oh my god. Mammoth was bitten by a radioactive spider. He is now Spider Mammoth and immortal. He starts
No, don't
fighting
do
out a
it.
storm. Oh my lord. So let's.
I know that one gonna vote on.
That is
Spider-
a. It's clearly the brown one. So I say we ask chat. So we've got all these different wires as well. What do you guys in chat think the right wire would be? And then Volkart. So what are you doing?
As there is like a small percentage, he will pick the right one.
It's a 1 in 8.
Yeah.
It looks like.
Yeah.
But you don't know what the effect of this is gonna have. You don't know if it's gonna stop the machine or if it's just gonna blow up in your face when that happens.
Exactly. So he noticed that Cynthia is totally out. She's nothing to be helped with. So he makes a recording of himself, set the variable up to his own life state. So if he dies, that will be sent. He kind of goes like, let's see here. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and no polka. Once again, eeny, miny, miny, mo. He picks red. He likes red.
The
That
eighth
should
wire,
be the-
clearly. Yes, definitely the 8th wire.
Yeah.
Can you roll me a D8? No reason.
Indeed.
No reason.
And before an 8. Or do I have to walk up walls? A spider mammoth, fuck yeah.
No!
Yeah, you would.
What is it with these people and their obsession with spiders?
So yeah, on the free, you're like sweating. You get like kind of long, like kind of like intense, like close-up shots of Volkart's like sweat beading down his face, and like goes back to the wire, and he like switches back to his wire. He's gonna cut. He goes to cut it. And he stops. He sweats some more. He starts going back in again, and he.
That's the good thing about doing so you can with the leg.
So yeah, you snip the red wire, and as you do so, a little kind of like kind of LED red light starts kind of flashing like beep boop 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 boop, and the machine
And
says.
that wasn't on before the beeping sound.
The beeping wasn't
sound,
happening
the
before.
LSD sound.
You're not sure if the beeping is good or bad. And then a voice kind of starts coming from the machine. It seems like one of these automated ones. And it says, self-destruction in 10 seconds. 10.
Holy crap!
9.
Brown. Yes,
Brown wire.
6.
brown wire.
5.
Brown wire.
I told you it was the brown wire, dude.
3.
He's coming.
2. 1.
He's cutting them away.
So as this is happening, as you're kind of like running out, what are you doing? I mean, are you picking up Cynthia in this? What's the plan here? Is this,
Do you care enough about your girlfriend?
He tries to cut all the wires at the same time.
Sure. So
Yeah.
so as you cut the first one, you're like, oh shit. You're like 10 seconds. You're like, fuck, cut all of them. And the machine goes from like 10, 8, 5, 4, 3,
6, 7. Oh, 8 comes out.
As we run out. Do you pick up Cynthia in the running?
She's disposable.
You leave Cynthia behind.
Wow.
Wow.
That is
savage.
Damn,
Absolutely.
womanizer
See,
over
I
here.
was right. He's horrible and mean. He's a bully.
Absolutely savage.
Never wanted vodka anyway.
So
Throw the bomb out of the thing. Just throw it out a window and hope.
yeah. Heartless.
So he goes out and
Well, you
pushes
gotta
the
be
door.
so heartless. As you're like running, Heartless starts playing. But you have to
Okay,
be so
on
cold.
On the score poll, we've got a tie at the moment.
As okay, so next vote wins. Keep an eye on the deciding one, whichever gets the next vote.
It's either Mammothy McMammothface becomes a saint or turns into a spider mammoth.
It's up to you there in chat if you haven't voted.
Saint.
So as you're running, this huge kind of like fireball eruption starts behind you and tears up the space behind you. And as you're running, as you know, well, you gotta be so heartless starts playing. And we see your flapping gown in the wind, as well as your aerodynamic buttocks, as you start climbing up the ladder and start trying to shuffle up the pole desperately like a monkey. Can you roll me a quick athletics check, please, to escape the blast? It looks like Spider Monkey has won out, guys. Spider Man, brother.
Spiders!
It is 17 votes. So the Mammothy was bitten by a radioactive spider. He is now Spider Mammoth and immortal. There you go.
Chat, have no mercy.
Get him up here. Have him fight for us.
Fight for us, die for us.
I'm tempted to say I'll blow myself up on the ship, but I'm not going in the space.
Oh my god, I've just had the fucking best idea. So as this it's a different one. So what's up, Ryan? So as you kind of goes off and you're like falling behind, there's a huge kind of like crater erupts in the airship below you and kind of behind you, and you're starting to kind of fall into it as this huge kind of explosion rocks the whole ship. You guys back on the deck are like, whoa, like everyone on the deck falls over immediately as it's kind of like tilted hugely to one side, as below you can feel like there's been some huge eruption, and you can hear it as well as whatever has gone on below. You can hear the fire starting, you hear this kind of big explosion, and there is pandemonium on deck as people are just trying to grab onto like the parts of the ship. So what are you two back on deck doing?
I've just clicked on the link that
Oh,
Scar
wow.
in chat.
That
Scar,
is-
you're dealing with this. I need to give him a minute.
So Lucius, what are you doing?
Well, at this point, I would actually want to try and find, just like everybody, try and get everybody back together.
Okay, so you're gonna like grab Navir and try and find Volkar. He's below decks as far as you're aware.
Yeah, we're just gonna kind of start making our way down, see if we can locate anything.
Cool. So you start heading down. It's very hard to get down because you feel the ship like constantly tilting. You can like constantly rebalance yourself. There's pandemonium everywhere. People are running to and fro in panic and trying to get to some kind of safety. But it's an old ship and they don't have like any kind of lifeboats or airships, life ships, I suppose. And so there's just kind of pandemonium. You're trying to push through people. You come back down to the ladder as you kind of open the ladder which Volkart went down. You see him climbing up the ladder, and there's this huge crater down below in the airship where there's like suction. Is like there's a huge, you know, if like a plane opens like a window, then it'd be like a huge like sucking thing, and you can see Volkart is being like sucked back down into the abyss. With despite his aerodynamic buttocks, perhaps they are working against him in this case because he is so streamlined and so easy to kind of fly through the air. It's pulling him down. And his gown is basically flapping behind you. It's just by your neck at this point, and you are essentially naked, other than for the gown. So, what is the plan as you spot him here? I mean, this ladder is looking incredibly precarious, and as you open, you can feel like you being sucked down as well. And he's like, 30 feet down a ladder.
Don't ever cut the red wire, not the red wire.
Okay,
You see Cynthia's body like getting sucked out into the space and beyond. She flies
Volkart,
downwards into the
I'm
night.
just gonna lean over and look at him. He's going, Volkart, how could you?
You don't know that what he
I don't think this is really the time, honestly, Navi. Like he's being sucked away into the abyss as well as the rest of the ship.
Okay.
Looks like imminent death is on the horizon.
Is Volkart within reaching distance?
He's about 30 feet away from you.
30 feet.
Oh.
Okay, can we actually pull the ladder up to bring him up to us?
You could give me a some kind of strength check to pull it up.
Give it a shot. Between the two of us, we might be alright.
As
Sure,
long as
you
it doesn't break.
Sure, you could assist one another. You give yourself
Do my-
So Navia,
sure.
roll a like a plus 20 on this one if you're like doing the brunt of it, or if Lucius is doing the brunt, you can get a plus 20. Only one
I'll
of
do
you
the
roll.
brunt.
Sure. Good to see you, Volk. What's up, Sue?
Oh,
95. So yeah, both of you actually failed. So you're trying to
Seeing as
pull
that fails.
Volkart up, but like the force of it is actually like ripping the ladder from its like seams as like it's being like sucked by the air, because you're like pretty
Good.
high up in the atmosphere at this point.
In that case, I am going to do something stupid. My favorite thing.
Volkart, you should have lost weight a long time ago.
Savage.
I just mind my weight perfectly fine, thank you.
Yeah. Losing that extra leg might be a good start.
Hopefully that's not what happens just now, as Lucius begins to take out a bit of rope and a grapnel.
Oh!
And he's gonna shout down to Volkart, "Apologies ahead of time for this one," and he's just gonna throw it down and attempt to latch it onto him.
Nice. This is saying I love how he used the retoot superpowers to save the mammoth, but completely leave out the PCs, leave them to die. I mean, which is really more important? Like, is Mammoth Face more important than these guys? I think so. So, a
Probably.
grapple check sounds like a ballistic skill to like grapple it down there and like hit it onto him.
Yeah, I'm
latch
thinking.
it on.
Because there's the suction force pushing things that way, would I get any bonus on this?
Sure, yeah, I gave plus 10 on it.
Alright.
So you're not throwing it down to get a latch on the actual ladder. No, you actually throw it to latch on to...
You.
You.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Just to get the idea of it.
Yeah.
If the ladder breaks, we still have a good hold on you, hopefully.
Yeah.
Might use a bit of blood.
Oh,
Whatever you need to do.
symmetry.
93, target 39. So you like send a grapple down and you smack Volkart in the face with it, and it hits him square on the noggin. Can you roll me a quick D6, Lucius, to see how much damage your
boy.
grapple does? As it's coming at him with, as you said, great force.
Okay.
Just deals 1 hit point. But I think
Not
it's
much,
enough to
not
send you down to -1, isn't it?
Oh
Skagos?
no.
It will be crossed out via the
Yeah,
toughness.
so, okay, cool. So yeah, you smack him in the face. But it does,
Watch
however,
the perfect nose. The
it
nose.
does, it does, however, latch on to something. So it smacks
Not
you
the
in the face.
jewels. Not the jewels.
It's not. It's It's not your hands, Volkart, but as the grapple kind of bounces off your face downwards, you feel a hand grab it. The third hand, the hand of the Emperor, grabs it in its grasp.
It's a hand now?
I was
Yeah.
gonna say it was a foot.
It was a foot before, but now it has a hand.
It's changed. It's mutated.
And you can feel that you can actually, like, move it.
Great. Cool.
It's super weird.
Gross.
The only possibility to this one.
Oh, man.
Oh man.
So it grabs onto it, and you can start pulling him up here. And as you're starting to pull him up, you feel this like huge, like yawning kind of like, and then a huge kind of like cracking sound as more of the kind of explosions go off, and you hear some from back down below where the machine was before. Some more burning happen. And above as well. Seems like fire has probably broken out on the deck itself. So as that happens, can you all quickly roll me an agility check? Sorry, an acrobatics check
Fun.
to hang on, hanging in there. Oh, that's not so good from Lucius.
Yes.
For
First
new
these are rolling ages.
Oh man, Lucius and Volkart.
A Volkart is even worse.
So, you, Novia, managed to cling on. But the other two, as you're like pulling up, there's a huge kind of like another kind of whoa jolt, and you are sent flying downwards, the two of you, into the abyss.
Can I try and grab hold of Lucius's leg as he goes past?
Sure, if you think they have the strength to hold him. So that's gonna be.
You wouldn't just be holding me, you would be holding myself.
I know,
and
but I gotta try.
So roll a strength check for me. It's a straight up strength.
And
see if
the
you can hold
momentum of us too.
Oh,
Oh no.
Holy
I love
not
blasted for
happening.
one roll. That was it.
So,
Zero chance.
Yeah, you did a thing where you like hold lot, you grab onto him, but it's like it's too heavy and it like really hurts your arm as you do it, and you just reflexively let go because it's like too painful and he's like sprained your arm. And he sends flying down straight into like a huge hole in the ship. As you feel the ship begin to like tilt to one side and begin to like sail down to earth, you can feel the kind of like nose diving down, and Volkart and Lucius are tumbling down to earth.
Oh goody.
And at a quick rate, you're kind of in the atmosphere right now, but
This
you're heading.
would be a good time to learn how to fly.
That
No, this would be a good time for Mammothie to use his new powers.
So as you start falling down, I mean, there's nothing you can really do other than kind of like free fall down and try and make yourself as big a shape as possible. As you're kind of, both of you kind of like flying through the air, you're kind of looking at one of each other like, "Fuck, we're fucked." There
Lucius
is
holding onto the little animal skull that he's got for good luck.
yeah, there is a.
Volkart is looking over at Lucius and I believe I will have a black leather glove. That was
So, there is a cause I'm free falling, free falling. Thank you so much to Andreast, or Andrea ST, I'm not sure, but thank you so much for pledging $10 on the Patreon. That's incredibly generous. Thank you so
Nice.
much. You are gentlefolk and scholars. Give that Patreon fist pump. Thank you, my friend. That's very generous of you. Let's get some meal shores, and some love, which is that's awesome. So that's 68 patrons. We're just one away from 69. 69.
number.
No pun intended.
Indeed. Of course, if you haven't checked out our Patreon, it's a great way to get a bunch of sweet rewards and cool D&D material and stuff, and just to support our channel. So as you are, as Prometheus says, free falling through the air, there's a sticky substance which kind of shoots out from nowhere. It's like coming towards you, and it's this huge kind of glob, and it just kind of like wraps itself around both of your bodies, as it kind of as it does so, you kind of like brought in by this kind of sticky, kind of spider-like web around you, and it brings you. I mean, this is like shot up hundreds of feet into the air with like precise accuracy, and as you're like pulled down by this thing at great force, you see the mammoth. Man-female mammoth face, who is rearing back on his 8 legs, with his trunk out far, which is shooting these globs towards you, and his 2 tusks as well, standing majestically on his legs, and he's just shooting his webs out towards you. You are brought in towards him, and you guys find yourselves kind of suckered like a Hoover, or like a, I guess you say a vacuum machine. In the Americas, to a kind of nozzle. You were like, you know, when something gets stuck on the nozzle of like a vacuum, you can't get it in because the thing is too big. That's what you guys are right now. You're like sandwiched together against the nozzle of a mammoth spider, and you are like sucked down there. And he lets you.
The question is, who got the aerodynamic butt cheeks? Is it Lucius or is it Mammoth?
Roll for aerodynamic butt cheeks. So, yeah, you are suckered to the mammoth down back in the courtyard, and he says, wait, wasn't there like one more of you guys? There was like a girl or something. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm a spider now.
Lucius just kind of pats him on the head.
Yeah, guys, there's something I've been meaning to say for a while. I'm actually a spider mammoth. I hope you accept me for who I am.
Fine by me.
At least my parents don't.
This is gonna be so difficult now, because I want to hug him, but I want to stay away from him as well.
Take solace in the fact that large groups of spider silk are incredibly soft.
It's true. It does seem like a fine quality of silk.
A little bit hairy, but still very soft.
Yeah.
The question is, can he release his hair like a tarantula?
So he says, where's the girl?
I believe she's up there and looking at the burning wreckage going down.
That's what happens when I succeed on the one roll out of all those that I failed.
Yeah, and yeah, you see like the airship is like nosediving towards the ground, and Manfi is like, well, we should like go and save her then, I guess.
That would be good.
I would agree.
Volkart takes the robe and realizing it's probably just torn in shreds, putting it like together at the waist, having some protection at least.
So as he says, oh, okay, cool, you see his he kind of like puts you onto his spidery Manfi back, and he gets his nozzle, he gets his trunk, and he aims it straight towards the ship, and like Spider-Man does with his like thing, like from his nozzle comes this huge web, which he shoots out. I remember being as a kid, like everyone would like practice how to do that and stuff.
Yep.
When like we were in the playground and people would be like, but yeah, he shoots it up to the airship, and suddenly you feel like somehow, for some reason, the mammoth is using that tie to grapple himself back onto the airship, and you are sailing on the back of a spider mammoth towards the hole in the airship where Novia is. And Novia, you see this huge glob of spider web, and as you're looking out, as you think your friends are dead, you see a few seconds later that they are rapidly coming towards you, majestically riding on the back of Manfi McMammothface through the air. So what superhero poses are you guys making as you're on the back of this guy? Yep. You're doing the Usain Bolt.
I had that already and waiting.
I feel like I'm not even sitting down on the mammoth anymore. Like I'm doing that thing where it's like the one leg up and the other behind you.
Yeah. Sitting side saddle even on the creature. So yeah.
Ask how that's possible.
Well, you will You will see. All too soon, maybe. All too soon. So
I'm looking at the ship and I'm seeing a half mammoth, half spider thing coming towards the ship at great speed. I've got other things on my mind.
Yeah. So as the elephant, mammoth, spider shoots his way towards you, he kind of flies into the open gap, this huge kind of cavernous space which has been exploded. He lands in here with his like 8 legs and he like sticks to the wall, like spiders can do. He like sticks to the wall with his like 8 legs, and he like drops you 2 guys off. Well, in fact, he says, "Hi, Navir. You wanna like hop on?"
Okay, before I actually speak to the mammoth, which of it looks the least bit spidery?
Probably
the
the
least, yeah.
Does he have fangs now?
I would think not. He still has
got
tusks.
Yeah. He's got
Okay,
his
tusks are fine.
The tusks are just slightly sharper and dripping venom now.
Yeah.
Scar, I've told you to shut up.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna.
No. Oh. Okay. It's like, yes, but just don't knock me with any of your legs. Nothing personal, okay?
Oh yeah, I get it. So now you're racist against spider mammoths.
I'm not racist. It really scares me.
What's
I'm
your
sorry.
problem with spider mammoths, man?
I've not got a problem with spider mammoths. It just really scares me. You have fears as well.
Like not being accepted by people. That's my main fear.
I do accept you. I gave you a hug before, remember?
Yeah, that was before you knew I was a spider mammoth, though.
Don't make this too difficult.
Now you won't even look at me.
I am looking at you. You just can't see because my eyes are like really tightly, almost closed.
I've got 8 eyes now.
I can actually see really, really well since there's 8 of them.
And yeah, I've got great vision actually. That's discriminatory. Now, you know what? Screw you. Screw everyone who doesn't accept spider mammoths. I'm out. He plops you guys with his trunk like back onto the into the middle of the airship. He's like, I'm gone. And he's like, my people need me. And he
all the other spider mammoths of the world.
Yeah, he says, my home planet needs me, and he ascends into the stars. No, he's like, fuck this, and like shoots back down to ground, and leaves you guys stranded again. Just had enough of your shit.
See, Mammothie McMammothface brought you back here to die.
So you guys are back in the similar predicament that you were before, but you're no longer on a ladder, you're kind of like on the safe area that Novia was on before, with a falling airship crashing down to Earth after having been racist to a spider mammoth, who always had very low self-esteem issues.
Just...
I was one time at the ground and I'm back at it again. So we need to find the other bomb, I guess.
How many bombs can you have on one ship?
More than one. There is a lot of room.
Alright, point made. Okay, let's go find more bombs.
Okay, so as you're crashing down to Earth here, you realize you probably got like a few minutes before Ultimate
It's
Doom.
just for a few minutes.
Is it a few minutes towards midnight then?
Yeah, you hear the kind of, you know when clocks do that thing where it's like 5 minutes to, they kind of ring out like they kind of spring on their mechanism, like old clocks.
Yeah.
This thing will like, and you know that it's about 5 minutes until midnight strikes.
In that case, we'll try and find Marcus Volper instead.
Yeah.
And he can tell us where the bomb is, and we can shut the bomb to him and throw him at the window.
Either to land it or find a space suit or something.
Space. Okay, yeah.
Space?
Perfect.
How high place do you think this is?
I mean, you're up
It's
in like the atmosphere, so you are high
Oh,
enough
it's-
to. If you went higher, you could reach like space levels, but because you're falling down to Earth, you're going the opposite way, really. So a parachute would probably be more useful. He came in like a wrecking ball, I know.
Wrecking ball.
So despite the fact that he is immortal and a spider mammoth, he doesn't take no shit anymore. And he's empty here. So you guys can like run back onto deck, and as you're scrambling against the kind of the angle of the ship at this point, as it's nosediving downwards, it's going to be a real task to get higher onto the deck. And you know, the kind of layout of the ship is where you're at the kind of nose pointy downy end, the front of the ship as others call it, and at the back of the ship is where like the private accommodation and quarters are. So you have to kind of run up this, you know, think Titanic, like getting to the other side quick kind of thing, is the situation that you're looking at.
Okay,
So-
then we'll better start climbing.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
Okay then. So it sounds like you guys should make me some athletics-based checkaroos. I'll give you a plus 20 on this one because you'll just die otherwise.
Nice.
You'll just die.
No pressure.
So, 42, still no success. Volcar succeeds. No, Novia succeeds. Lucius fails. Volcar succeeds as well. Sweet.
No, Novia fails.
Yeah, oh, shit.
Over and over
So,
and over, and
Novia's-
over again.
Oh, you shouldn't have said anything.
I've succeeded like 3 times in the whole of the series of this.
Yeah, sounds about right. So Novia's like lagging behind, but you guys are getting there first. You reach the doors to the private accommodation. You kind of fling them open. People are running to and fro here, and there's like series of different corridors. It's a bit of a maze, really, of different ways to go. You've got a left, you've got a forwards, and you've got a right. Each of them lead down different kind of corridors of doors and end in like a turn in the at the end of the hallway. So what is the plan?
Always go right, straight ahead. So Decker wants to go.
There are
straight-
8 options in front
Right,
of
straight ahead, rather than left straight ahead, or...
No, straight, right ahead.
you. Okay, so yeah, your head right.
head right backwards to the left.
You run down this way as you come down to the kind of end, and you're looking at like the plaques of what the names are and stuff. And the one at the very end of this one reads Volpa, and it also has like a kind of VIP like star on it. And there are 2 guys kind of like like clearly trying to be guards, but like hanging on to the sides. Like, because they realise the ship is absolutely fucked. But to hand it to them, they are staying at their posts, and they are very well armed and armoured by the looks of things. They have stun batons as well as shotguns, which they're holding. And like holding the shotgun in one hand, this one because they're clinging on. And you are similarly kind of running. As you're running, you have to like climb up against the walls and like drag yourself against like door frames to pull yourself up and stuff like that. It's not easy going at all. So you get towards these guys, and what are you doing?
Volkart makes a snap with the fingers and uses the spontaneous combustion on, I guess, one of them.
Okay, fuck. So how does that work?
What I could have read through the pages here.
Yeah.
It's a half action.
Mm-hmm.
It's an ordinary willpower test plus 10. The
Okay.
range should be somewhere of 20 meters times the psi rating, which is 2, so 40 meters. And it's an attack with the willpower test.
Sweet.
Or you could just say to them, since they're hanging down, like, go take a break.
Or you could spontaneously combust them. So if you want to roll me that willpower check, then you can do.
Let's see, willpower.
This is the
Plus
skill which he
10.
said, it's a bit too destructive earlier. So on a 21, does he just spontaneously combust, or does he take any damage, or does he literally just
It
rip?
states right here, in one of the purest display of his power, that's Volkart Decker, the Psyker ignites his enemies, burning them alive. The target's blood boils and flesh smolders, and as the Psyker range reaches its pinnacle, the target's body begins to explode in blast of ash and flame.
Okay.
So it
So
is
he is just fucking.
D10 plus 2 plus 2. It's a really strange.
Oh, nice. So yeah, D10
Whole bunch
plus
of numbers.
4, it sounds like.
It states like this. I pasted it in Zoom.
Good look. Plus 2 XPR, I don't know what that is.
I should guess it's the
Psychic
something.
rating? Oh, it might be Psi rating. Yeah, what's your...
Expertise?
So that is 2 as well.
Okay, so yeah, that's
Maybe a D10 plus 2 plus 4.
plus 4, so 1d10 plus 6.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's just say that.
Yeah. It is that for
It's the finale, let's butcher the rules.
now.
Uh,
I like that logic.
yeah, fuck 'em. So let's see how much this guy can bust. 12 of him combusts. And I'm not going to give him armor on this one because it doesn't make sense that he'd have any armor defense. But I'll give
Starts
this...
from the inside and goes out.
Yeah, exactly. So his chest explodes, and just kind of like, and takes fire, as he is one hot potato, and starts burning alive and screaming. He's not quite down. Let's say Volkart went first and he did the first action. Let's roll some more initiatives for you guys. So let's have Volkart going first. I'll roll for these guys as well. And let's see what they do. So they rolled a 5, not an 8, thank God. And Novia and Lucius, if you could roll me initiatives, that would be very helpful.
Initiatives. Remind me for the last time. Initiatives are.
1d10 plus your agility bonus.
I thank you.
Nowadays. Yes, we are just a few more retweets away from a second viewer decision. Bring Mammothie back. Make Mammothie great again.
As this is the finale, there will be a little bit of a surprise at the end of this. What will take over?
Yes, indeed. There will be a hot exclusive coming at the end.
Hopefully I'll get to figure out what that first wild magic was by the time we're done.
I think we will be kind enough to tell you.
Novia rolled a 6. I need to find my notes to remind myself what it is, but I'm pretty sure I know. So, Volkart, you just went. Cynthia is no longer on this turn because she's dead. Novia, it's your turn.
Okay, one's being blown up from the chest inside, which is a bit OP. What about the other one? Is he looking intimidated or scared? Or...
I mean, he's a trained soldier, so he looks worried, but he's also still going to kill you.
Okay, let's try and chop off his hand that's holding on to whatever is holding him up there.
Okay. So give me that.
So if we chop that off, he would go flying down the corridor.
So you want to kind of shoot it off? Because you're a fair ways away from him. You're going to have to...
Yeah, I've got a lance pistol, so I can shoot it off.
Okay. Sounds good. Give me that roll. It's a cool shot, so it's going to be at -10 because you're calling which part you want to shoot him.
I fail it anyway.
So yeah, it's a fail. So you can shoot it off, and it goes into the door frame behind him. You can take a second shot if you want to.
Yes, please.
Very good.
Again, -10.
Yep. If you're trying to shoot at the same point, then yeah. 15 is still a success. So yeah, you
I
shoot up.
succeeded at something.
Yeah, roll me that damage.
Sorry, it made me so happy. 3 damage. I don't care. It's damage.
All right then. Oh god, yeah, that was minimum damage. That's pretty bad. But it is enough to. So go ahead and describe exactly what happens. After I thank Akanash for following. Welcome, Akanash, to the adventure. You, sir, are a gentleman and a scholar. Welcome to our heretical adventure today. The Mammoth thanks you for your
The mammoth, thanks.
your servitude.
Our great Mammothie overlords.
Indeed.
He waves his 8 legs in appreciation.
All right, so go ahead and describe that to us, Novia.
So yeah, I'll be sort of lagging behind the others because I didn't do too well with climbing up as quickly as they did. I will see one of them with his chest like exploding from the inside. I'll take careful aim with my last pistol as the other one, looking straight in the eye, and I'll just shoot just through his wrist, so it literally separates his hand from his arm.
Cool.
and he'll go sliding, screaming past me.
Nice. He's like, ah! Just shoot with his hand, and it kind of blasts off. He's like sliding down towards you because like the angle of the room means he's like sliding down. He's doing a cool
Can I
like,
nick
power
his gun
slide.
on the way past?
You could give it a go. It's kind of like in his hand. He's going to try and shoot you on the way down. He's actually dead
I'll steal it first.
on 3 damage. So it's his turn, so he's going to shoot you with a shotgun. He's like sliding down towards you, close range. So he's going to have a +10 on his roll, so let's see what he can do. A 95 is terrible. He's been blasted by the fact his hand has been shot off. But he's going to try again. He's going to go and shoot again for a 22. Which is a hit. A fine hit. No. You take only 4 damage, which probably isn't going to do anything at all.
No,
you
my
just
armor
kind
covers
of
that.
he grazes you with the kind of kind of shells. You get the kind of pellets going towards you. You manage to like block most of that, and it sinks into your armor. The other guy who has been combusted is going to take a wild couple of shots towards Volkart for blowing him up. Nope, damage. Oops, not that one. He's going to roll an attack first. So a 65 is a miss, and a 73 is also a miss. So he just fires twice towards you and doesn't manage to get any hits in. So let's take that to Lucius. Your turn. You're down the end of the corridor. One guy is sliding towards you.
You are muted. No, damn it.
He's back.
I mean,
He was for a minute. You can still drink. It's
So
fine.
you said that there's a dude already heading towards me.
He's sliding towards you on the floor after he's been shot.
Would he be close enough in enough time for me to use a melee attack, or should I just rely on ranged?
You could run up to him and give him a melee attack as he slides by. Or you could shoot.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can make like a big sweeping dash with my sword.
Nice.
Go for it.
Alright, he's prone, so I'll give you +20. So like just
Nice.
hit him in the body. Hit him in the bod.
Oh, come on with this. Even with a +20.
Oh man, yeah. So you try and stab him, but he's like sliding by too fast, and just like you stab into the floor, and you spend your turn moving over to him and then hitting him. So no second attack. Top of the round, Volkart. What's the plan?
is he on fire or?
He is on fire. Yeah, his chest is on fire.
So he is out of the picture, or is he still
He's
there?
still still shooting at you. He's just burning
Okay,
alive.
so
you know?
then he will use the second psi ability, which is manipulate the flame,
Yeah.
which is using the psyche ability to let's see here. He grasps the nearby flame and molds it to his desire. The
hello.
flame dances to his tune, and that is Volkart Decker.
It's the
Moving to
the tune of why do you have to be so heartless?
Secondary version of yourself, except made out of fire.
The
Yeah.
song, it's the song Fire by Kasabian, and I'm on fire.
So this one is actually a routine willpower test.
Routine willpower, sounds good to me.
But
Thank
they
you.
say it's routine.
It says a
I mean,
routine one.
yeah,
So that is a
it's
success. That is success.
So Volkart Decker will expand the flames and really ignite it, so it kind of goes over to his head as well, and making it really go up in much
flame.
much flame.
He's using the force.
Yes. Perfect. So yeah, this guy's flame on his body just like begin to engulf him and just begin to eviscerate him and burn him alive. That Justin, have a good time, man. And you see him just like crackle and burn, and the smell of frying meat begins to
Smells of roast dinner.
fill the room. Novia, it's your turn.
Okay.
Can you smell what the
I
rock's
smell
got cooking?
I smell cooking. Yeah. Okay. The guy whose hand I shot off, where is he? Is he like still ahead of me, alongside me, further back?
He is slid past you, and Lucius has just missed him with his sword.
Okay, I will turn around and I will take a shot at his head with my last pistol.
Okay. Sweet.
Because I'm vicious.
You are.
I am. Not such a bad thing. And I miss. But I will try
Nice.
again.
Okay.
And I still missed.
Hey, perfect. So he's just like sliding off down the back of the corridor, and he kind of slams into the back wall, and he's like going to turn, and on his turn, which it is now, he's going to kind of back to the wall, turn and shoot you with his shotgun. Novia, so you are going to take a 3, which is a hit, and a second attack for an 86 was a miss. So your first attack, if it's +4 for shotgun, you take 12 damage as he finally kind of brings it round and shoots into you for 12. So take away your toughness bonus and any armor you're wearing.
Yeah, okay, I'm all right for now. I'm 2.
2.
That's all I've got left is 2.
Seems healthy. Lucius, it's your turn. This guy's backed up against the wall now. Kind of shotgun in lap, firing away.
And speaking of fire, if there's one thing I know about fire, it's that if it impacts something, it spreads. So even if I miss with this fireball I'm throwing is probably still gonna hit.
Hello, fireball. Yes, please.
So I don't have that in as an
Turns out
actual
that Lucius is
weapon,
actually a
so-
fire mage.
This whole time.
All along. We never knew.
So what do you want me to roll for that one?
So how do you want to... What exactly do you want to do?
I just want to try and like launch a literal ball of fire at this guy. Preferably at their face.
How
What
are
is
you
it
gonna...
with you two and your pyromaniac?
So you want to like grab like a bit of wood and then like set that on fire and then chuck that
No,
at
I've
him?
got the fancy
Oh
ass
fuck
card
yeah,
that
I've
lets me
completely
do
forgot
fire
you've got that
stuff.
fucking set. Yeah. So roll me an agility check because you're like hot potatoing it. As it's really, really hot. And
Alright.
you don't want to get it burn onto your hands, and as you say, it's very flammable. And it wants to use the fuel of the mud, which you have pressed. That's a natural 1, which is actually incredible. It's the best roll in the game. So you can describe to me how exactly this fireball destroys this man in awesome fashion.
Well, have you seen Indiana Jones Lost Crusade?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, picture the ending.
Nice. Ah! Oh man, so
Wow.
Just melting.
face just melts off.
Oh.
And face is melted off in terrible burning pain and agony. So sucks to be him, and that is the end of combat as you have defeated these two guys on the door. So, what are you doing? You hear a shout coming from within, which is like, what's going on out there?
Volcarter bangs on the door. Just bangs on the door.
Nice. There's no reply, but you hear like a lock turning and like a piece of wood coming like down onto the behind the door to like bar it.
Should have just opened the door, Volkart.
No.
But now you have manners. Okay. I'm gonna get my last pistol. I'm just gonna shoot the lock off.
Nice. So you can pretty easily shoot this lock off. Just it blows off, but there's still this kind of panel behind it. So when you push it, there's like a barricade kind of
Volcar
resistance.
picks up the shotgun.
Nice. I can imagine what's going to happen next.
Oh, okay. The hole that I blasted the lock, is it big enough for a hand to fit in, maybe?
You could make it so, probably.
Just thinking I could make it big enough so I can put my hand in and just shift the plank out the way.
Sure, I'd allow that. So you want to kind of put your hand in.
I
the lock.
can't think of anything else. I'm probably gonna lose my hand, but it's worth a shot.
I'm thinking so like Scorpion King moment from
Oh,
the Mummy
don't
here.
say that!
Where you put your hand in, he's like. You
I'll have nightmares tonight.
yeah, you put your hand in, and you immediately feel Some pain. You
The spider legs.
you are stabbed 4 damage and no armor, because it's just like your exposed hand, which is like stabbed.
Oh, okay then. Yeah. I'm still up, only just, but still.
Still up by 1, nice. You're stabbed in the hand by someone, as it just kind of nicks you reflexively, like pull your hand back out as you try and put it in the lock here.
Volk. Oh god. No, I'm not gonna ask Volk out for help because he's useless. Lucius, do something.
He just kind of like stands there thinking for a second before shrugging, and because you just like put your hand through a little hole, yeah?
Yeah.
It's not even like big enough for a person to fit through, so he's just gonna toss some fire through the hole.
Nice. Another agility check.
May as well.
Why
Watch
not?
this. This one's not gonna work, and it's just gonna hit the door.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, I told you.
Yep. So on a 98, which is pretty bad actually. Roll like 1d10 plus 2.
Oh boy.
As you manage to kind of, you're trying to like hot potato it on his thing, and you try to send it out. It doesn't go very far. You take 3, just take 3 straight up damage. No toughness, armor, whatever. As you are burning your hands pretty badly. You just start to burn the door down, however, and you see the door start to crumble, and the footsteps on the other side of the door begin to run away. As the door burns down, you could start to try and like bust it in if you wanted to, or just wait for it to burn down fully.
No, we're busting it.
Nice.
It is going down.
So you crumple the door open, and you see within, past the kind of flames, a kind of whoosh of fire, which erupts as you kind of bring down this door. You see within there is a very plush, nice chamber here, which has been like converted into some kind of, you guys are past the Inquisition, like heretical room filled with, candles and diagrams all over the walls, and pentagrams on the floor. Images of the Emperor have been defaced and like crossed out, with like blood on the walls. There's horrible incense in here which smells horrible, and there's a similar kind of smell to when you first met the Heron Mask man, Marcus Volper, before, and you were kind of like knocked out before from this like really horrible cloying smell.
Stereotypical heretical 101.
He's gone pretty standard stuff, He isn't tried to like buck the trend or anything. He's gone for old school cultist style of heretic. He's one of the old schoolers. He's a traditionalist, you could say. And you see him just like running off down a trapdoor below. And like closing the hatch behind him, just as you guys enter, and there's a moment where you have to like wait for the burning door to like fall down as you spot him. So that's the infinite cult. So what are you guys doing as you jump in here?
Volkart is the second one to enter, as Lucius is the enforcer of the door. So Volkart would be the one who tries to pry open the traps or whatever it is.
Sure.
If that is, you will shoot with the shotgun.
All right.
You do the prying. I'll be the endorser.
I'll just be the supervisor then, I guess.
It's all very official. So give me just a quick ballistic check. Give you a plus 30 on this one. Oh boy. So yeah, on a 31, you just kind of blast open this trap door, and it kind of prings open, and you see down into this dark chamber filled with not 1, not 2, but 8 of these machines. from the one similar to the one you saw before. In the kind of this is in the back section of the ship, and you can feel it's still tilting forwards. But you can also tell that the the crew of the ship are probably likely trying to like right it somewhat and using some of the kind of stabilizing pistons and stuff to like make it like stabilize the ship. You know, in like films you get like spaceships and they kind of like they can kind of the R2D2 kind of below a kind of light up engine sort of kick in. And they're trying to like right them, trying to right it so like it will crash, but it won't crash like killing everyone basically. And as you come back down into this room, you see 8 of these machines and Marcus Volper, who like rips off this heron mask that you saw him wearing before, and he's this like horribly disfigured man, basically. He's got all this.
Getting into some Phantom of the Opera territory here.
Yeah, he is very creepy looking, without a doubt. He is very scarred and burned. Looks like some kind of like acid burns, perhaps. And all right down his face runs this like scar tissue. He's a bit kind of Darth Vader-y, really, as he kind of rips off the heron mask and throws it onto the floor and looks up at you as he like draws out this book. The Book of Cthulhu, of course, and place it on this kind of lectern as you guys are kind of looking down at him.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was.
Interesting sound. Is there?
Okay, you two are good as fires. Put in the book.
Yeah, so Volkart is jumping down or sliding down if there's stairs or ladders.
Yeah, there's a ladder leading down here. Are you
this time he will make it.
In fact, no, there's a pole.
Oh no, not again.
There's a pole leading down. And this time I'll you know what, I'm feeling cruel. So I have a critical hit or critical fail to use from XP this session. I have not forgotten it. And so as you are sliding down here, I'm going to use the nat one on your roll to slide down, Volkart. As you kind of like launch onto this pole, you grab on, but again, 0 lubrication. And you're
Well, if it's a nat 1.
there's a big kind of like pong, and you start to slide down. Slide down the ladder very slowly and painfully, and he kind of he's just looked up before and he's like, "You'll never stop me!" And then you're like, "Ha!" And you jump onto the pole like, and he's just like watching you come down, like. As a
Volkart is looking back at him and don't look. Oh, don't look.
There's a moment of extreme awkwardness as he's just kind of looking away. He feels bad for you, you know.
Why did you do this to yourself?
And let's roll some initiative here. So, I've had let's use same initiative rolls before for the most part. So we don't have to roll again. So just save some time. So, Volkart first, then Novia, then Marcus Volper, and then Lucius. That's
You just want me to go
how
last, that's what this is.
I mean, that's basically where you've been in every single combat, so... I think
That is true.
At least your rolls have been better than mine.
So, that takes it to... So, Volkart, as you slide down here, that's your, like, half-action kind of moving down. But what about your, the next of your turn? So what are you up to?
Volkart will use the gun to shoot at the book, because he can't really use the fire abilities upon non-living objects, kind of.
Gotcha, has to be a sentient thing.
Yeah, so he will use the shotgun to do 2 fast shotgun shells. Let's see, a ballistics right here. And it's a pretty close range, right?
Yeah, so you're standing like 10 feet away from him, so I gave you plus 10 on it. So, so you rolled a 31, so that's a hit. 29's also a hit. Damn, girl. Finally, Volkart is finding his form with the gun. He's finally found the on button for the gun, it seems like. So, roll damage twice against Volper here.
Nice.
Roll 1d10. Where is the plus on my shotgun?
Shotgun
sure
should be
it's
like a
somewhere.
+3 or
The same.
+4, I think. +4 on shotgun.
I can go with a 3 to be good. 9 is the new orange.
Hello. 9 is the new orange. So 9 is the new 8. It seems like. So wow. Yeah, you blast him into oblivion twice for 9. So take some damage. He's blasted back as these pellets kind of go into his chest, and they elicit not only blood but a lot of pus starts to kind of pour from those wounds as well. This kind of whitish kind of ooze starts leaking from him. Novia, it's your turn. You're at the top of the ladder. You still got to slide down. You could start shooting from here. It's up to you.
After Skaggup has been sliding down it as well.
Yeah.
Do I really have to? Oh, fine. That's because
There is a slight, yeah.
No!
Something on it.
Just
Yeah.
no! Oh God! Okay, how far is it from where I am to the floor?
Like 30 feet.
Is it worth
need to do
breaking
it.
my legs instead of touching the
Breaking all of my legs to get down there.
Okay.
You need to unify a little bit with the Volkart Decker here.
I haven't got much of a choice since I've only got like 1 hit point left. Okay, yeah, I will climb down the pole.
Climb down the pole.
Climb down the pole.
Okay, so that's going to be an acrobatics check to see how quickly you can get down here.
Right, you are. Yes!
Alright then, so far, yeah, another success, on a roll now. So you're sliding down gracefully. You've got another half action to do what you want to here.
With a half action, I can aim my las pistol at him. Ready for next turn?
Sure, yeah, good idea.
I'll be doing that then.
So you start aiming.
I do.
Sweet, that takes it to our good friend Mr. Volpa. So he's gonna make a roll. And it's gonna be willpower based, and he's pretty good at it. So an 86, fuck, not enough. So an 87, fuck, it's not
It's
enough.
gonna
either.
be a willpower save, and I warn you, he's quite good.
Yeah, I will say, this man is probably the best at this ever. So he is gone and shown me right up. Fuck you, Marcus. Lucius, it's your turn.
Yay!
Yay!
I'm gonna charge this guy with the sword.
Sure. Sure.
You have to slide down the pole first.
You gotta slide down the pole. That's true.
Oh, that's right, I do.
Yeah, you've got to. Yeah.
I mean, I could always just pull a Dark Souls and just like jump down.
Yeah, that always seems to work about like breaking any legs.
Yeah, because they break your fall.
Yeah.
Oh,
You could try and land on him if you want.
I don't know. Is he that squishy? I mean,
Yeah. Looks
So you're
pretty-
tempting me with the idea now.
I mean, he looks pretty hard. This guy is probably the best ever. So, it's up to you.
Good.
Good luck if you want to try that.
YOLO, man.
no, I'll just go.
Ooh, it's
Screw it, it's the final session. I'm
It's
gonna
the
try.
finale.
And beat this guy.
Gotta be badass at some point.
I'm gonna try and actually just jump down with the sword.
Nice. So,
That's acrobatics, I'm assuming.
that's an acrobatics. I give you a plus 10% for the balls involved in doing this, and of course the balls from the pole from Volcar. So a 48 is not a success, unfortunately. So you fall down 30 feet, and he just like sidesteps out the way of the book as you come and crash down into a lectern. And that is going to be a fair amount of damage here. So there's a D10 per like 10 feet of damage over 10. So let's roll 1d10, add another. So you take 11 damage. Of course I rolled a fucking 8. As you smash into the lectern and kind of skewer yourself upon parts of it somewhat.
Oh, God.
And you were like, your body was like, oh, I made a mistake. As like the pointy parts of the lectern like sticking into you. And at this point, you hear the dong dong of the bell tower start to go. The first ones. There's only been 2 dongs thus far, but there
we
are.
must get more.
We must get more dongs. Where do we find them? But when it hits
We might
12,
find them in chat if we're lucky.
something bad might happen. So, top of the round, Volkar, it's your turn.
So at this point, is the ship going down fast, or is it?
It appears
kind
to be stabilizing somewhat, but there are these 8 machines also in here, which appear to be very similar, kind of ticking time bombs, like the one that you met before. The one you met before.
Now, Volkart, which wire disarms the bombs?
Yeah, there are only 8.
Brown wire.
Not the red one, apparently.
I already told you it's the brown wire. I explained my reasoning in chat.
Who could go wrong?
Go ahead, prove me wrong. Do it.
That's out of character.
Volkart tries to disarm the bombs. He has now
Alright.
one wire that he will not use, so that's
Okay,
The
so
brown
yeah,
one, to spite me.
he's got it down to a 1 in 7 at this point, right? So, either way, it's gonna be better odds than before. So you run over to one of these machines, you open up the control panel. So, I'm trying to remember all the wires I said before. You've got a red wire, you've got a blue wire, you've got a yellow wire, you've got a brown wire, you've got a polka dot wire, you've got a bright green wire, you've got a yellow one if I haven't said that already, and there's one other.
Purple.
Black wire. I think it's black.
No. I suggest something, ignore me, fine.
I think it was black.
But Volkart was on the verge of taking the brown wire last time, but he
Was
ended
he?
up with the red.
the
Yeah,
verge
so
of
he
brown.
will take the brown wire now, just to be sure.
Alright then. So, roll a d8 for me.
1d8 coming right up. One. Roll.
Let's
D8.
see. An 8!
Oh.
Dum dum dum! So,
I got that again.
the next perfect number alongside 17 is now apparently 8.
I get a series of lucky numbers in this
when
stream.
it comes to
It's always
Heresy.
been the perfect number. It's perfectly symmetrical no matter which one you split it.
That is true. So you go to slice the brown wire, and as you do so, there's little kind of boop 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 on the kind of LED flashlight, which kind of like fuck that happened before, and but there is no voice which comes out and says you are fucked. You have 10 minutes to live.
No countdown, just you're fucked.
Yeah. Oh my god, 8 is also 1 plus 17, the other perfect number. It all makes so much sense. Coincidence or illuminate? Think outside the box, guys. Open your eyes. Don't be fools.
All 8 of them if you're Mammoth.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's so true. So
many numbers.
you snip it and nothing immediately happens. So we'll see what happens next round. But Novia, it's your turn.
Okay. As I've seen that Lucius is now getting himself some new piercings via the lectern, I'm gonna try and shoot Marcus in the head with my las pistol, dodging out of the way of Lucius to make sure he doesn't get hurt more than he already has.
Nice. If you want a cool shot, it's gonna be -10.
Can't. Okay, I'll just try and shoot him.
Oh. Let's give it out.
Because let's face it, I just want to kill him, but I'm not gonna call shots. And for a very good reason.
Yeah, 89 is not a success. Can shoot again if you want. We can do something else.
Yep.
In fact, you were aiming last turn, so you had a +10 on
It
that.
makes no difference with these rolls, does it?
So yeah, the aim works on this one in theory. So you do shoot him on a 32 because it should be 39 rather than 29.
Yes.
So roll the damage.
Nice.
Nice.
5.
Hey.
decent bit of damage.
5. Nice. Not bad, not bad. So, he's gonna take that. Okay. It's his turn. And I warn you guys, he's pretty fucking good at this stuff, so he's gonna... better watch out here on a 61. A 49 is actually a success. So he's actually pretty good.
Still 17 next, isn't it?
So wait until he just rolls nothing but 8s. Yeah, on a 49, he's going to. Which we have to. I guess Skagoth roll down first. Volkar, as you come down here, as your friend is kind of like skewered upon the lectern, he like dives out the way and starts chanting towards you, reading from this book, and you see tentacles come out where his hand should be, and they start like shoot their way towards you, and wrap themselves around your neck, and you do take 10 damage as they kind of start like throttling you.
Holy damage.
Oh no.
Damage.
Yeah.
What about Sip Zero then?
Oh boy, so how many points below 0 do you go?
No, it's a Sip Zero. I didn't have any damage before, right?
Oh, sweet. Cool. That's good. You did take some shots from that dude, right, in the engine room before? Right? Yeah,
That was all a figment of your
I
imagination.
thought you were shot down before to, like...
These are not the bullets you're looking for.
I was under the impression in the engine room you'd taken a few shots, hadn't you?
Yeah, I was really down there too. So I guess I will take that amount in minus.
It's the finale. We're just going.
So 10 minus your toughness bonus minus... Do you have any armor? So what's your toughness bonus?
Toughness is 26 or 2.
Okay.
Does Hospital Gown actually have any armor to it?
Okay, I'll give you
That's a
one.
toughness. My buttocks has a toughness.
Oh, come on!
My buttocks have a toughness of 12.
Not having planted armor.
Good lord.
Just clench really, really hard.
If ever, like, that's what they teach you in Inquisitor school. They're like, if ever you are in danger of a heretic, then clench firmly, and the Emperor will guide you. So he's shooting it. Well, he's attacking you with tentacle damage. So let's call this.
So I guess
rending.
I'm under with 8.
Yeah. Oh dear. Oh dear. So.
Is that a roll?
Can you roll me a D100 just to see which like area of the body
Oh boy.
we're hitting here?
Roll 1D100. Gee.
So
That's the head.
that's the head, which is.
Ooh.
Hey, oh boy. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Is that a normal?
I don't really want to read this one out because it's not so good. So it was actually 7 because we said there were 1 arm. So the attack slams into the target's head, fracturing his skull and opening a long tear in his scalp. The target is stunned for 1d10 rounds. His movement is halved for 1d10 hours. If it had been 1 damage more, then with a sickening crunch, the target's head snaps round to face the opposite direction, and your vertebrae would have been severed. So you are just alive with huge damage here. So you're stunned for 6 rounds as this attack with these like tentacles just come in and like, slam into you, and it's like crunch into your head, and your brain is just not enough to withstand the force of the tentacles. Lucius, I wasn't kidding. That guy's pretty good when he gets going. Lucius, it's your turn.
All right.
You're stuck on a lectern right now. Your body is crunching onto it.
I kind of need to get unstuck.
Right. So you can take a move action to just kind of unstick yourself from the.
Yeah.
So they just stand up and just push the lectern out of your body.
Remove lectern.
Ouch.
Remove lectern.
I cast remove lectern. Remove lectern from orifice is what I cast.
Oh, no.
So
It only gets worse.
Yep, that's what they told me. You can point yourself off. It's like get yourself off. And that sounded weird. You remove the lectern, and what is your
Wherever
next?
it jabs you.
How close am I to this man?
Yeah, you're like 5 feet away from him, so you can
All right, I'm in reach.
jump over and reach over to him. He just dodged out of the way of you as you landed next to him, basically.
You know what? I'm point blank though, so it would be difficult to miss with the last pistol.
I mean, if history has taught us anything, then we best not say how great we are at
True.
something before we do it.
Very true. Very, very true.
So point blank, so have plus 20 because you're right next to the dude.
Yeah, let's see if I can do this.
51,
so
target
close.
49, just a miss. It kind
So
of
close.
goes vroom, straight past his head as you fire his kind of zoom, last pistol towards him. Was up still? Good to see him and lectern Mancy. Add quote, you remove the lectern. Alright. So that is Lucius's turn. Top of round, Volkart. You are technically stunned for the next 6 rounds, so you can't really do too much. Apologies. But your
You
scalp.
look good in your hospital gown and your.
What was the other thing? The first one was stunned.
The second thing, let me find out for you, was oh yeah, you are movement is halved for the next 1d10 hours, so you're like
Okay.
walking.
So I'm disabled halfway.
Pretty much,
6
you're
hours.
kind of yeah, your movement is disabled. So Navia, your turn. Seeing as I've just skipped the Volk here.
Right, okay then. Seeing the Volkart's a little out of it.
I mean, like you've just seen
Pew pew?
tentacles. You've just seen tentacles destroy his skull. That is
Ew.
it's not good. Oh, in fact, can you each roll me a willpower check? I mean, the two of you who are still alive.
Oh, good.
Oh, thanks.
And standing.
Good. Great.
I mean, yeah, look at your own.
Our.
Yeah, looking forward to. We've got pirates in half an hour starting up at the Pirates Cold Harbor.
Oh, we both failed.
Oh dear, both roll me a d6.
Oh.
I'm not. I've had enough of these little d3s. Let's move on upwards. Oh, there we go. Oh,
None of
that's.
these threes rolls a 3.
I want 8, damn it! I want 8. No.
At least you didn't roll an 8 on that 1d6. I mean, that would have been pretty.
That would have, the Emperor would have blessed that dice. So add that amount of insanity points, and if you hit 3 or 6 or 9, then let me know. I'm pretty sure that you will, Novia, at least.
Well, I what? Sorry, what?
So how many insanity points do you have at this point?
1.
Add 4.
I have
I-
3.
I have 5 insanity points. I have a hand of insanity points.
A whole host. Perfect. So.
No, not perfect. Not perfect.
So.
I want
Let's
points
go.
to get bad.
Let's go.
Can you both roll me a D100?
Oh,
Sorry.
boy.
Yeah, D100. Oh boy! Oh boy! And you failed. And you failed by 2 degrees. There's plus 20 onto this. There's 100 and
Holy shit.
perfect. Novia failed by nothing, so it's just a straight one. So 71. So Novia, you are constantly fearful, seeing danger everywhere, and you're extremely jumpy. The character
good,
gains a
very
plus 10
annoying.
bonus to all perception-based tests, and is at a minus 10% penalty to willpower tests for the next 1d5 days.
Great.
So I constantly feel like I'm surrounded by spiders again. Fantastic.
Lucius on a 120.
Oh!
The
Ouch.
character
Stay strong, mate. Stay strong.
The character suffers from a temporary severe phobia, see gaining mental disorders, 287. This lasts for 1d5 days, so roll me a 1d5.
Oh, good.
And let's see.
Oh, boy.
Severe phobias.
4 days.
Malignancies. Oh, they're fun. Mutations would be more fun.
What am I rolling now?
Can I go home now?
I'm already home, that's the problem.
287. Blah blah blah. Uses. Oh my lord. They can be selected by the GM, or the GM can allow the player to select. Okay, so you can select the phobia that you have after this.
You've been given the honour.
Yeah, seems only fair.
I don't get these sort of choices.
At least you know what your wild magic is.
Mm-hmm. So, what's the phobia gonna be, do you think?
I always get told my fear is spiders. I have to accept it.
So what's it gonna be, Scarlet?
I don't know. I could take the easy path and just go arachnophobia so that Novia and I can have something in common.
It's always the cards. I'll let you have a...
Then think of Mammothie McMammoth face.
Yeah, true. I'll let you have a think and I'll get back to you. So, whose turn was it? Was it Novia's, maybe?
Yeah, I think it was mine after Lucius's, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah, it was my turn, and then he just had to roll willpower checks and stuff.
Yes.
No. Okay, I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Bang bang!
Bang bang!
Bang bang!
Bang bang! He shot you down. Bang bang! He hit the ground.
Fear of failure. I think the acolytes know that all too well at the moment.
I failed with the last pistol. I will try again with the last pistol.
You certainly do. That's a long shot.
Where?
Yes, yes, yes.
What page were the phobias on again?
287 is where you describe them.
287.
And then I think there's a list further down somewhere. I don't have an exact page reference for that. So around that area, have a look around. You'll probably find something.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
6 damage. Alright then. So he isn't taking a lot of damage really. He's pretty well armored. That is Novia's turn. It's this guy's turn. More tentacles. Yay!
No!
Tentacles and Novia. Yay! 92 is a fail. 6 is a success, however. So 13 damage, and because it's a nat 10, he's gonna roll again on the d10, and he rolled a 2, so a total of 15 damage.
Okay, let's just see how far I've gone over, shall we?
From these tentacles. Let's do that. This is the best bit. That's the most fun thing. Is finding out how screwed you guys are.
7. Okay, that means I take 5 damage.
Take 5, so you're 5 over.
4 over because I still had 1.
Okay, so you're 4 over.
4 over.
Roll a D100. We'll see exactly where this goes.
Oh.
If I, yeah, let's do that.
I've never lost a character before.
90.
Now.
So I think 90 is like leg. Let's just say leg. Alright then.
So leg blasts off. Make sure Volkart doesn't get it. He's already got 1. Got 3.
A powerful impact causes microfractures in the target's bones, inflicting considerable agony. The target is knocked prone and suffers 2d10 agility damage. Could you roll me 2d10, please?
What?
Roll 2d10. And then reduce your agility score by that number. 10.
Reduce it by 10.
So your agility goes from, what was it previously?
My agility was one of the good ones, I think. Was 29.
29, and now it's 19. Oh boy, that's a big hit. That is not.
That's
fun.
my lowest one now.
Yeah.
By a long shot.
Oh boy. That's not so good. I remind you guys, if you are enjoying this adventure, then do hit that follow button and join us. Best way to keep up with all of our shenanigans here in Canon Roleplay. In just 20 minutes, we're going to be moving on to the Pirates of Cold Harbor. So join us for some piratical adventures on the 17 seas. Okay, Lucius, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna figure out what my phobia is based on random chance. So, step 1, pick a letter of the alphabet. The 11th letter. So let's see, that's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. So let's go over to the K's. How many K's?
Kleptomaniac or?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17!
Counting
The perfect amount.
So let's roll 1d17. That's the 5th on the list of the K's. 1, 2, 4,
Hunting is fun. Learning with encounter roleplay.
Katsara Def. Fuck it. Fear of cockroaches.
Fear of cockroaches.
Let's just rack that up to insectophobia, full scale.
There we go.
Nice, nice. Alright then. So, let's take that to your turn. So what are you doing on this round here?
I suppose that you know what, actually? I'm gonna try and lop the guy's hands off, because that's where the tentacles are coming out of.
Makes sense, they are, yeah.
I'm gonna try and lop his hands off with the sword.
Nice. So, give me an attack. And let's see how severed he feels.
Yes!
Nice! 42, the hits are all at damage.
6!
Nice.
6 damage, alright, cool. His hand is sliced, it doesn't come clean off. He is looking incredibly wounded though. You can make a second attack.
Alright, with the sword.
Yeah! Yeah, we can make 2 attacks with sword.
Oh,
Alright. But does it hit?
That's the question.
It does not.
It does not at all. He ducks out of the way as he's clutching at his hand. It's the top of the round. It's Volkart's turn, but Volkart is unconscious and bleeding from a head wound. It's up to Novia Tora to end this.
Okay.
You got this.
Oh, no pressure. All right, how far away am I from him? Let's say. Next to him?
You can be next to him if you want to. You can move towards
I'll
him.
be next to him. I'll get my chainsaw down and I'll try and cut his head off. I've had enough of this.
Alright then. Cut off that head.
Oh, so close!
The head of that boy. Oh no.
use fate.
Um,
Fate point.
Fate point. You want to use fate
Yeah.
point?
Yes, 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 yes.
Oh, hello.
That's how have I not used any of those? I still have all of them.
I will use one of my fate points. There we go.
Correct. So, you use a fate point to make it a success. Roll that damage.
There we go.
Let's not make it pitiful. 6 damage, pen 2. Very nice. So, describe to us how you destroy Marcus Volper.
Yes!
How he is finished.
I've had enough of this. I don't even say anything to him. I just look at him with pure anger in my eyes, and I get the chainsaw and I cut it from his neck all the way down to his hip, cleaning his body in half.
That's
I've had enough of this.
It's nice.
Nice.
So, you find yourself in the room with 8 machines. Volkart is clearly unconscious and he needs severe medical attention again. There are 7 machines in here which are still active. The 7th one is deactivated, but you have no idea which the right wire to cut is, because Volkart is the only man to know which the right
Can't
wire.
we just look at the one that is deactivated and find out which wire was cut?
You
Damn
certainly
it.
can do.
They cracked it.
They cracked the code. So it
Let's
looks
do
like
that.
the brown wire was cut on that one.
I called it. I fucking knew it.
Lucius, start cutting the brown wires and I'll just work from one end, he can work from the other.
Just saying, it would be really poor bomb design if every single deactivation wire was the same.
That's not fair!
Just saying.
You do not say these things when the DM is listening. This is the first rule.
But
Unless I'm the
still, I
DM,
mean,
then it's totally
Bomb
allowed.
could be using the same wire system if it's manufactured made.
Maybe.
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 Poorly and fastly done.
See, I had it in my head.
Just trying to make a quick bomb.
Okay, so here's a quick question.
Yeah.
Are there any hatches, windows, anything leading out of the ship from the room we're in?
No.
Damn.
Well, so you were supposed to throw them down at the city instead?
Yeah,
There.
fuck it.
As long as it doesn't land on Mammothie.
Yeah. It's always a
Hey,
possibility.
Okay, let's just try and go for a brown wire on one of them and see what happens.
All right. I'll take a little snippet.
Alright, so you go to snip the brown wire, and as the kind of, you go down to cut over a knife, you hear the kind of boop, 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 LED red light flashing as you both cut the red wire, brown wire at the same point even. And you hear a voice which says, Self-destruction sequence initiated.
I knew it.
Oh,
10,
God.
9, 8,
Oh, and I swear to God.
7, 6,
No,
Fine.
cut any of the wires! Any of the wires!
Oh.
Cut them! Cut the focus off!
3.
I'm just gonna cut all of them. Fuck it. All of them. Gone.
So you cut all of the wires, and as you cut them off, it doesn't seem to stop the sequence. It's like 3 seconds as you're doing this.
Throw them away!
Last ditch effort. I'm gonna throw it up onto the upper level we slid down from.
This machine is like locked in place to the ground. So, yeah.
Is there a bay door?
There is not a bay door or anything, but you know that the material of the ship is potentially perforable, in that you could potentially.
This is at one end of the ship, so we can just rip a hole through the side of the ship, and then just when we think it's about to blow up, we just.
I mean,
throw
you've
it
got
out.
3 seconds.
Throw it out now, then it won't hit the city before it blows up.
It's tied down.
I'm just gonna, okay, I'm running to the other side of the room, and I'm just like gonna try and get cover. Not gonna work, I know, but
You want to try and dive into cover? Okay.
I'm gonna try and get anywhere that's not as close.
What's it tied down with?
Run away!
They are like nailed. They are like you know, like
Nailed it down.
nailed down like a screw.
Really?
Yeah. Not like machines built into this thing. So yeah, it's like a 3,
Run away! Run away!
2.
I've got an injured leg. I'm just gonna sit there staring at it blankly.
Okay.
Make your way. You could actually try to save yourself.
How?
Move away! Climb up!
Okay,
Oh.
I'm gonna jump off the side of the ship and hope that a spidery mammoth face saves me.
Where are you gonna jump from? There's no windows.
Plus, don't you remember the vital rule of all Spider-Man, Spider-Mammoth creatures? Everybody gets one.
Whose side are
And
you
your
on?
chance is over. Over.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do Lucius's idea. I'm gonna find the best place I can for cover because there's not much else we can do.
All right then. So as you you dive for cover, 3, 2, 1, and a huge fireball erupts in the sky as the bell tolls midnight, and we see the Zeppelin ship, the blimp, begin to fall from the sky in like a long panning shot as it takes fire and begins to crash down into the earth, and there's a huge kind of electrical burst of energy from the machines as they crackle and launch more fire out as you are falling down, and all we get is our last long shot of the Zeppelin crashing down into Earth and blowing up even more there, and that is how we end Dark Heresy Tattered Fate Season 1. My headphones came off, I was so excited. God, look what's happened. So dramatic.
Can I expend all 3 of my fate points to make it so that we survive the crash?
Yeah, I burned all fate points to avoid that. So, God, that's why I need a fluffer for situations that get so exciting like this. So that is how we end, guys. How did we think, or what do we think of tonight's adventure? In chat, what do you think of the season as a whole? Let us know your thoughts on today's session and the season as a whole. Of course, once we finish tonight's session, we are continuing on today with another 3 hours of D&D, starting the Pirates of Cold Harbor in just a few minutes. Yes, so don't go anywhere, and that shall be starting in a few minutes. Let's go around and get our thoughts, feelings, and emotions from the players. So, Nix, thoughts?
Okay, we'll put it this way. I've been DMing and playing Dungeons and Dragons since you guys introduced it to me in your first session, nearly over a year ago now.
Yeah.
You've killed my first character. Congratulations.
Correct.
I haven't lost any character yet, but now I have.
There you go.
I'm officially a member of the group.
Hey, finally part of the club. There you go. Welcome. Skagov, what do you think?
That was pretty fun. there is actually a little bit of an idea I had. I made Deck made a small voice thing with when he was with Cynthia when she was out. So he played a video himself explaining that on missions he has no feelings for members, but he has some for Novia, but that will never come.
Oh no, what a tease.
Yes!
Tease,
And
no.
now they're all dead.
Yes. So somewhere in the cybernet, the pinging sound of new message is blinking.
Oh.
Yeah, somewhere out on the ground, it's just like bloop, bloop, bloop.
Okay, I'm gonna take it back now. I'm heartbroken.
So,
yeah, but it was a fun character. I mean, it was cool with the dark voice and the really stupid, retarded.
I admit, Volcar was pretty cool.
You know, extra appendages.
yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah, okay, including those, I suppose.
Scarlett, our newest member of the crew. So, what do you think as you joined us for the majority of the season?
For the bit of time that I was here, I had a fantastic time. This was really, really fun. I thought that even though I'd never played Dark Heresy before this, and for all I know, I did horrible. But good or bad, alive or dead at the end of this, I had a really great time, and I'm hoping to play another sometime.
Yeah.
Definitely hoping. Preferably not ending in death this time.
If Will's the DM, no guarantee. Past experience.
But yes, we are continuing next week, so there's no season break or anything. We're continuing onwards with a new show with the same cast as today, although there's a few other members joining us as well. And we are going to be playing a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition game called The Covenant. Ooh! The Covenant. Here's some artwork for it. Ooh! And here's a hot exclusive for you. That's going to be happening Tuesdays 1 PM starting next week. XP is overrated to go from the Sunday show you might have seen before. You've seen him in chat. Is going to be DMing for us. I'm going to be playing alongside these folks here, as well as perhaps a few more cast members as well. We will drop those exclusives when it comes to it. So the Covenant starting next week, 1 PM EDT is where you will find us again. So we'll get into a second series of Dark Heresy down the line, but until then, we have the Covenant to get into and a pact of sorts to make, it looks like. So very excited for that, but of course we do have another show to get into right now, which is the Pirates of Cold Harbor, which I'm very excited to get back into the swashbuckling swing of things. So we just about have a dragon fight, it looks like. So hold on to your pants, guys, because it's going to be a bumpy ride. So we'll see you in about 10 minutes, and I'll be back for that show with Josh, Mitch, Beth, and Finbar. So it's goodbye from us here at Dark Heresy Crew, and we will see you guys again very soon. Bye-bye.
Later, everyone.
So anyway, guys, Pirates of Cold Harbor coming up right over here. So don't go anywhere, and we will be adventuring off into the 17 seas here. We're excited to begin tonight's adventure anew. I enjoyed Dark Heresy. It was good fun.